hanging from a thread till you dead. Cause your partner put a price on your head. Cause your chick was laying up in his bed. She getting details, spitting every word that you said. She working retail, thirsty bitch just trying to get ahead. If history tell us anything, y'all both end up dead. It's just a street tale, a fable, some shit someone said. Sit at the table and hope there's more to offer than bread. Pulled out the cradle, first steps you getting chased by a fed. No head starts, just body parts and lead sparks. Old religion, brand new hate and weak hearts. Oligarchs, krakens, dragons, you see sharks. Imagine you could manage to maneuver the deep parts. You a savage, you can have it, just show how your teeth sharp. If you could grab it, you could stab it, just aim for the bleeding heart. The ones that show compassion, the soldier that seeks art. Does the artist that wage war take over or take part? Taking a knee, thinking no one faithful is me. I'm good people in bad lands, no evil live within me. I mind mine, I'll survive, find this lands for the free. If I'm mistaken, I'm forsaken, no one rescuing me. Residual effects, stray bullets through familiar necks. For any number of infractions that I deem disrespect. Your beliefs, you deserve better, but we both in the shit. You just haven't come to grips with it yet. Fight or flight, and they ain't really nowhere to go. If your back is against the wall and you ain't throwing no blows, you gon' crumble in the rubble, become blood in the snow. If you a victim, they collect them, grab the body and go. Dig them and ditch them, total disregard for the soul. Gas them and lit them, watch the flesh burn in the glow. Where we live and catch a shivering, it's a hell you don't know. Your best hope is that your dying ain't slow, or your dying's a show. Where we at, it's every man for his own. A bloody backdrop, where killers just zone and slice flesh to the bone. Masked and gloved up front of your home. A flash of gun, but the side of your dome. Fresh blood from a stone, dents in your sense. Kick your fucking ball through the fence, dare you to say something. No sense in sitting around in suspense. Find out what's next, open your fucking mouth, disrespect. See the extent of how my life is intense. She beautiful and oppressed in a permanent summer dress. She a servant and still she blessed. Children cradled against her breast, whispering prayers, wishing their souls the best, knowing that they forgotten, not forgetting they're blessed. The bloodiest red lights, just piles of dead life. Something must be broken, the glyphs wasn't read right. You think them Bible papers will shed light? Yeah, right. Burn after reading, tell the preacher I'm leaving. What is poppin', people? Welcome back to Shy Ill Reacts. I am your host, Shy Ill, and we are back in the building. Salutes to y'all for being here with me. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through on this lovely Friday night. All right? Smoke them if you got them. Drink them if you got them. If you're sober, here's a hug from me to you. Salutes to all the people out on the road tonight. Travel safely. And
And we about to get into it, man. Salutes to y'all. I appreciate y'all for being here. Let's get it. What is popping, y'all? Salutes to the chat. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so, please. Through the door. Let's keep it right. Let's get through the door and keep it right, all right? Salutes to y'all. Let me get through the chat. Shout out 323G. Checking in. Hold on, let me see. Can't even see it. Shout out Tere. Split that pie. Said tap that like button. I agree with him. Salutes. Shout out Noon. Shout out Pure Art. Shout out Shannon. Shout out Chucky. Poppin' Chucky. Rodriguez. Salutes to you. Zaza. Split that pie. Shout out Zoraida in the building. Shout out Jonathan Pantoja. Salutes. Salute Shot Ill Cartel members in chat. Hope you're having a great day full of blessings and love. Please like and subscribe as you enjoy the quality content. It's free. It's free. Don't cost you a damn thing. Not a damn thing. All right. Salute. Shout out Yuck TV on the check-in. We got a bunch of things to cover tonight, but right now we are going to go first and foremost live to Philadelphia. Another plane crash in northeast Philadelphia. Shout out Jonathan Pantoja for dropping this in the Discord. We were going to start with other things. We got a couple of other things to cover. Just a couple of Borderland Beat articles. We got one on the audio that the Maisa put out. We got one on Homeland Security granting Immigration Enforcement Authority to DEA, ATF, BOP, and U.S. Marshals. We got one about Miles Deal. And we got one about Chavo Felix. We're going to talk about those. We might get into the helicopter. I don't know, man. We chilling. So, with that said, let's go to this live broadcast from Philadelphia. Let me click on this again. Salute to Jonathan for dropping that in the Discord.
We get this perimeter and the surrounding area blocked off to ensure that we make public safety and health our #1 priority. So we don't have any further information to share.
I know nothing
at this time.
I know nothing. I know nothing. She knows more than me. I don't know what happened.
He is en route. I've spoken to our U.S. Senator John Fetterman, other federal officials, and everyone, all hands on deck. That's where we are right now. Thank you so very much, and we'll have more information to report in the near future.
Thank you, man.
That is
AKA
Mayor
nothing to
Cheryl
see
Parker
here.
giving us our first
Just
update
like
that we have officially received from city leadership since this Learjet 55 went down just after 6 o'clock tonight. So that's our first update. But what we're hearing is they are really in the process of doing their due diligence of still trying to confirm who has been impacted and where we are in regards to injuries. Yeah. And unfortunately, possibly fatalities.
Was it a commercial
so now she's
jet?
asking
What's
for
going
prayers, urging people to stay away from the scene, just reiterating how active this scene is and that public health and the safety of everyone who is near this area and doing their best to work this scene is really the priority right now.
You can hear the emotion in the mayor's voice there as she briefed us on what she is now learning about this breaking situation as that plane went down a little after 6 there in northeast Philadelphia. She's stressing that officials at this point are not sure about the number of fatalities. Again, they're asking for prayers or asking you to stay away from this area. She did confirm several buildings and cars were reportedly on fire. We also know that the FAA, the NTSB investigating this. She alluded to the fact that Governor Josh Shapiro on his way to the scene there. Federal and state partners are either there on the scene or they are en route. We can see looks like a worker with the FAA. I think that's a shot there of Northeast Philadelphia Airport where there has been a ground stop because of that plane that went down in Northeast Philadelphia. And as Christy Aletto was showing us the video of the aftermath of what looked like a bomb went off in Northeast Philadelphia, and there you see the fireball as that plane went down. And now begins the questioning, Shari, of what exactly happened. What caused this plane to go down? As we learned, it was on a medical mission going to Missouri. and now becomes
a medical plane?
Why did this happen?
And we see the different departments getting in position to begin to answer those questions, as the official with the FAA is now on the scene at the Northeast Philadelphia airport. We know the
listen, it fell in a busy spot, man. This isn't some
and lead it, but this
landed
is really
in a field somewhere. This is a busy
situation.
spot.
And I just got off the phone with one of the fire commanders, and what has to happen is it's the fire department who must first clear and calm this scene. That is mission number one, get the fires under control. The commander sharing with me that most of the fires are now extinguished. They do have some hot spots, but they feel good about the majority of what was burning is now under control. That this went up just to about a 3-alarm fire, some 130 to 150 firefighters coming out to get the fires under control of the homes, the cars, and of course the scene of the actual crash involving the plane. So that is positive news, that that first line of getting the scene under some control of what
this shit landed in the hood, in the neighborhood.
Mostly now extinguished for those fires, because the next step will then be for the police to be able to go in, the NTSB to be able to go in, and the FAA to go in closer. But first, they have to secure that scene.
And we continue to watch these images coming in of this horrific and nightmarish situation there in Northeast Philadelphia. We have heard from witnesses throughout the night. We want to get you back now to Action News reporter Jessica Cartel, who is on the ground there talking to witnesses. Jessica, what are you hearing? What are you seeing? Set the mood there for us there in Northeast Philadelphia.
Greg, it's really incredible. There's such an active scene here behind me, and people have so many questions. And what's interesting in covering a story in this time is people are sharing video nonstop. So some people were here at the scene, some people were working out nearby, a very busy evening here in this area, people running out to pick up dinner, and so many people saw this. Joining me now, David, you're from Ronhurst. You were at home and you felt this.
Yes, I felt the shockwave of the explosion all the way from my house, and I live like 5 minutes from Cotman, and it was just insane because I had after that I had a bunch of people call me, like my friends, telling me what was going on. So many videos were being sent, and just all over
this
Instagram
isn't like the
TikTok,
last one that landed in the water,
videos of
the Black
plane
Hawk,
crashing,
and we haven't even talked about that yet.
Graphic footage of
this landed on the block somewhere,
scattered all over the explosion, and it was just very graphic.
And that's a big challenge for us as well, because we're seeing this video as well, but it's very difficult to see at home. As soon as you arrived here on the scene, what did you see as far as the officers arriving and emergency personnel?
What I've seen is mostly, when I was arriving here, is smoke. Just smoke everywhere. People all around here.
A lot of ground casualties.
This is honestly
if you
the
ask
most
me,
busiest I've seen Cotman, like with cops and just people in general.
Okay. You said your sister lives nearby, or one of your friends had witnessed it, and what did they tell you?
They just told me that he was on his way to the gym, and he just witnessed the explosion, and he was like very shocked and surprised.
These news people, like, what do you want people to say?
You have seen this video circulating. What have you found to be most concerning? You know, we've been talking and covering extensively this crash in Washington, D.C. Any fear go through your head when you first saw these videos?
When I first saw these videos, I was mostly shocked and like fear. I'm not really scared.
He's like, lady, what more can I say,
it will
lady?
go through people's heads to be more
cautious
and to be careful out here.
Okay, absolutely. And what are you
doing?
Be
careful out
now?
here.
You're just here for the scene.
The chances of another plane landing right there.
Looking at this, and it's honestly one of the most probably traumatic experiences of Philly.
Yeah, I think people are just really drawn to this because they've never seen something of this magnitude in this area.
Nothing is. I've lived here for almost like all my life.
Bro, it ain't like y'all have a plane crashing problem. This ain't like gangs.
David, thank you so much for talking with us. I really appreciate it. And thank you for sharing the video with us
as well. This is crazy. This landed in the neighborhood. Look, that's a McDonald's right there. Jonathan was talking about a McDonald's.
And unfortunately, some of it is extremely graphic and very difficult to watch. So we'll get that video to you as soon as possible, but we'll stay on the scene. We've talked to so many people.
Now, did it explode going down? Did it explode on contact?
They said they come here. It's a typical Friday night. They're picking up dinner. Some are at the LA Fitness, which is right across the street. There's also a nail salon here behind me. hundreds of police troops units here at the scene as well, and you can still hear the fire trucks and
a Mexican medical jet.
Shar, you had mentioned that the fires
Shout out
appear
KSH.
to be out.
Shout out
It's
Velez
now
on the
dark,
check-in.
so it's really difficult to see any of that smoke. But as we were pulling in, you saw some of that smoke.
Imagine going to a hospital on a plane. You think that's what it was? Or like it was just medicine? You think? I mean, I'm sure it had crew, but you think there was a patient on there? I guess, right? Probably. God damn. Jonathan said, imagine going to a hospital on a plane for some medical attention and this happens. Fuck. 2025 has been rough. Imagine, we got that. Another plane down. Yeah, Velez, another plane down in Philly. But this is in the hood, dog. This shit didn't land in no water.
Interview of what the witness
this is
shared
on the block.
As well.
And as we continue to report on this breaking news, we want to kind of put this in perspective.
That's on the block right there. That's a neighborhood. Like, they done blew up a house right here. Like, it's a house on fire.
Where this plane went down, it is less than 4 miles.
Shout out Big
so
June
that tells you
on the
this
check-in.
plane was not
you,
in the air
Shout out
very long.
Albert Flores.
Now begins the work of investigators,
Explosion
as Shari mentioned,
huge.
put out the fires
What
first.
did I miss over here? Another crane, another plane crash. Plane came down in the neighborhood in Northeast Philadelphia.
About what exactly transpired here.
Supposedly a medical plane.
The aircraft that went down is a Learjet 55 that's going down just after 6
p.m. come out and say it might be terrorist attack,
right,
but they don't want to panic people. Plausible.
Avenue. You heard the mayor talking not too long ago, saying at this point
this,
we do not know
or all of them.
the number
like
of
the
fatalities,
Black Hawk thing too.
But we do know people have lost their lives tonight. This is
all
happening.
Right, y'all. Somebody want to put Mustafa in the bathroom?
Put him in the fucking bedroom.
He got to pay to talk shit. You see that link that's pinned at the top, Mustafa? You can hit that link if you want to talk about nonsense. You can go ahead and hit that link. So, but in the meantime, between time,
put him in a fucking bedroom.
Both? Quite possible. Who's getting their hands on a Black Hawk though? Another guy like the guy in New Orleans, huh? I saw Jonathan talking about that shit somewhere. Another guy like the guy in New Orleans? No, these are not real questions. Anybody gonna put him in the bathroom? There you go. Jonathan hit him in the head. What Jonathan hit him with? Whatever he hit him with, I'm alright with it. Alright, boom.
Adiós, pendejo.
Adiós, pendejo. So you can pay though. You see that link right there? You want to ask those stupid questions? $2 for text to speech. Get it popping. Albert said, I just got my tinfoil hat on. It's too much of a coincidence. Honestly, we should definitely be aware. It's good, Shy. Hope everything's good. Shout out Alonzo5150. Salutes to you. Appreciate you. Shannon was thinking the same. Shout out Working Man. I heard there was 2 doctors and 1 patient. Zaza, but we're hearing it from you, bro. You done ruined your credibility around this page. That's what I'm saying, Zamora. It's too much of a coincidence. They don't have to get physical control of them now. I'm sure they can control them from afar. So they could just take over a Black Hawk like that. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so, y'all. All right, shout out Alonzo for the $1.99 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. That shit said work. Get that work in. That's what it says, right? Salutes. Appreciate you. Show me the money. Yeah, you want to talk shit, you got to pay to talk shit over here. You can say whatever the fuck you want. Just pay that $2. You know what I mean? Because the New Orleans guy, the guy they said ran down the street, and they say he was an American soldier that was an ISIS lover behind closed doors. Could there be a correlation between the drones and these accidents, maybe? Those drones are still fishy. But, my belief is those drones are them are American drones. Why didn't they scramble nothing to get, as long as those drones was in the air? And guess what? I still ain't seen a raw-ass video. Does anybody know of a raw-ass video of these drones that everybody was talking about? I saw one video that I was like, okay, what the fuck is that? But I never saw that video again. And I feel like if they were up there for so long, shouldn't we have some like real good clear footage of this shit? Shout out Zoraida, prayers and blessings to everyone affected by another devastating event. Knocking planes out the sky and shit. That Black Hawk in that other one, that's different. Zara said he saw them himself. Yeah, okay, that's cool. But I need to see them. And the people that didn't see them needs to see them. Your camera sucked though. That's the thing. Like, it's 2025. It's 2025. Our suckiest camera should be able to get something decent, and we don't. But I'm asking, is there any video out there that y'all know of that is some super compelling, convincing, real video that's not AI of these drones? The ones I saw was some weird hexagonal shape with nodes on it.
We do know now the Secretary of Transportation.
But again, you don't know what's real out there.
Transportation Sean Duffy.
So I'll split that pie right. Like, drones are going to be hovering over a military base and they're not going to shoot them down and dispatch helicopters or planes. I would think that would be immediate. What the fuck are those expensive ass $30 billion planes for? Right? What are those $30 billion planes for if you're not going to scramble them shits when there's something that don't belong to us in our flight path or in our flight zone? You know what I mean? Huh? You mean to tell me Top Gun was bullshit? Working Man said, nah, you on point. Salutes Alec on the check-in. They can see a golf ball from outer space. Like, yeah, we can see the cracks of the ass of the moon. And we can't see that. Albert Flores said, and that's if the drones can be detected. We're assuming they can be detected, but evidently they could be detected by the naked eye. So are you saying that they're there and they're jamming some kind of frequencies to not be photographed? Is that what you're telling me? Where are the pics of the drones? I'd just like to see a pic. Nobody got one. There's 20 of us in here. Nobody knows of a good video. I swear the one I saw was compelling. Don't know if it was real. Didn't look real, but I'm of the belief that the day that the aliens or whoever it is shows up and we see them, it's not gonna look real. And we're gonna think it's fake. Why? Because it's something that our mind probably won't be able to process. Right, what we got them for? What's the jets for? Yeah, we don't know how advanced foreign tech is in places like China or Russia. Yeah. Well, here's a good question. Why did we pay for Israel's Iron Dome, but we didn't build one ourselves? Because we a slave to them, ain't we? We give them money for everything. Why we didn't build our own? Maybe we do. Maybe we got one. Maybe we don't know about it. Maybe we don't. Maybe they're selling us out and throwing us under the bus. Yeah, y'all definitely own one. Want me to drop the link? Let me see. I'm not sure how long I was supposed to be timed out for, but I ain't in the best mood and felt good using my rusty wrench. My dude, salutes. Get it done, man. You got him the fuck out of here. His contract has been canceled. And they giving us nothing back. I don't even know what that's referring to. I'm lost now.
Instruments that make it so that they're able to fly in conditions like this, and there's a wide spectrum of that. For example, you see, Coast Guard flying over.
Let's take a look at the DC crash. We won't even think it's real the day we see aliens. We won't hide like when the rent lady is coming. Like It's our fault we think they got 2 arms, 2 legs, a mouth, 2 eyes. For all we know, they're a fucking mist. For all we know, they're a butterfly, an octopus or some shit. We don't know what the fuck they are. And when we see something real flying in the sky, it's going to look fake to us. When we see it defying the laws of physics and gravity and shit. They were talking about the remote control on Blackhawks that was being discussed at a symposium. Someone who had been shared. Now that's crazy. I believe they did that to that. That journalist. I believe there was a journalist. There was a journalist that was sent to be embedded with a unit during one of our wars. I forget his name. We'll look into it. And while he was there, stuck there, he found out a bunch of bad shit about the general, and he wrote about it when he came back. And sometime later, his car was seen on video camera going 200 miles an hour, I believe down Hollywood Boulevard or Sunset Boulevard, and right into a tree with his engine a couple blocks back. I believe they remote control started his shit, and remote control ran his ass to wherever they ran him to. I'll pull it up in a bit. Let me look for this this DC stuff. I want to see, there was a graphic that I saw earlier. I want to see that. Let me see. So Abu, you guys, I'm driving, so I can't type too much. They on one. They wildin'. They can't tell us to miss people because nobody gonna work. They could look like Prometheans from Mass Effect. I don't think I've ever, what is that, a game? I don't think I've ever seen it. Meant to say Israel's like, we're their big brother, but they do nothing for us. Oh, okay. All they did was bring Mossad over and control the elite with Epstein's for decades. They love amounts, and we don't even know it. We probably work with them. Zoraida, you driving? Drive. All right? Hit the like button, y'all, if you have yet to do so. I'm looking for this graphic that I saw, though. I remember that about the journalist. Yeah, Michael something. I forget his name right now. Israel got an agenda with the U.S. As far as aliens goes, there got to be more than just us in this big-ass universe. A lot of society is just self-centered, in my opinion. Well, society is like a self-aware AI. It's its own demise. Let me see. Black Hawk. I want to find the hit the like button if you have yet to do so. I want to find a thing. I said down here in Fullerton for years, there was a guy who was an ex-CIA expert and would do interviews on the news. Eventually, the guy's airplane blew up midair, and they said he was a phony ex-cop. They blew up a plane. It's not like Operation Northwoods wasn't real. This happened like a couple years ago, not hard to find. Fullerton, there was a guy who was an ex-CIA expert. He'd be on the news and they blew his plane up in the sky. Well, I'll tell you what's the first thing I thought about. The first
How
thing
did
I
American
thought about
Airlines
when I heard about this Black Hawk hitting this plane, the very first thing I thought about, and Zaza probably, I don't know if Zaza's caught up. He'll probably attest to this. I think he watches the show. I've been wasting my time with Landman on my Ill Films channel. And in Landman, they had some training that was happening. They were having problems with the cartels. I'm going to drop the link for Ill Films in the chat right now. They were having problems with the cartel at their oil rig, so they asked the military to come train on their land. Military came to train. Cartel went to do a move of work from one caravan to the other. And the military thought that those cars were their prop cars that they have out there, and they lit them up. And it was a big old accident mistake, right? That was the first thing I thought about with this. Like, why is a Black Hawk running into a American Airlines jetliner? And that didn't happen once, it happened twice. Fullerton is a real small private airport. 2 planes blew out the sky? Maybe someone with a cure to some important shit was on board. Could be possible. They don't want to cure nothing. No cures about nothing. Let's take a look at this video real quick.
plane and a Black Hawk helicopter end up How did an American Airlines plane and a Black Hawk helicopter end up in a tragic crash while the plane was attempting to land on runway 33? In the videos ahead, we'll take a closer look at the final hours leading up to the crash, the confusion between the PAP-25 VIP military helicopter and the air traffic controller, and how the rescue operation is being carried out. More details all in the video ahead. The plane had departed.
So that plane was getting ready to land. They was almost home. Should be happening real close to home. That's how it be. Yo, this camera's wild. It's been doing this again. I don't know what the problem is, man. This camera too new to be having these problems. There we go. See the black video? The Black Hawk had time to move and it just stayed there. I mean, we don't know what the Black Hawk had time to do. We're not inside that Black Hawk. Does it look to us like he had time to move? Probably. Who was on that Black Hawk? How many people? There are always tragedies in the beginning of the year. Ain't that convenient, Jose Amado? Don't that seem convenient? Get everybody in line and reminded real quick.
From Wichita Dwight D. Eisenhower National Airport in Kansas earlier that evening.
In Kansas. Hold on. That plane left Kansas. Wasn't the Philly plane that just crashed supposed to be going to Kansas? I gotta go back and check that. Take it into perspective too. If there was something dangerous on that plane, would they attack it over land or over water? It's the capital. No way in hell would they let it get over land. But why run a plane? Well, okay, so here's your theory. Albert, you don't want to take the link so that we don't have to, okay. So you have to text, but whatever. Here's your theory. I'm placating your theory. I'm playing the game here. Michael Hastings, shout out Shannon. That was the journalist. Absolutely. You're saying maybe the airliner had something, you know, was gonna pull some terrorist shit or something, and the U.S. took it out with the Black Hawk. Well, Black Hawk got pew-pews. Why not pew-pew that motherfucker out the sky? Albert Shy. All right, cool. And type. I don't think they're gonna run I mean, unless it was, you know, one of those Wuha missions. You know what I'm saying? You know, Randy Quaid in what's the Will Smith movie, the Alien movie? Independence Day. I don't know.
A PSA Airlines aircraft operated under American Airlines and identified as Flight AA5342 collided midair with a military Black Hawk helicopter at approximately 9 p.m. on Wednesday, January 29, 2025. The tragic incident occurred as the plane was making its final approach toward Reagan.
Bro, they were home free. Tinfoil hat, that boy got tinfoil overalls, tinfoil hat, tinfoil boots right now. For all we know, there was no one on that plane too. On the airliner, there were two planes, the one landing and one I believe taking off. If I remember correctly, when we were going over it, the helicopter was training low in clear skies and saw the plane visually not landing. Yeah, so this guy just, another one that just wants to come here and talk about what they're talking about. We don't care. The heli probably had nobody. They remote controlled it. So why they ain't pew pew the motherfucker, man? Bing, 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 bing. They're gonna blow that bread they're gonna blow Black Hawk bread on the threat when Black Hawk is, you know, if they could remote control it up to that plane, they could remote control the hammers, I think. But we just talking, right? Hit the like button if you have yet to do so.
Washington National Airport in Arlington, Virginia. American Airlines confirmed that 64 people were aboard the jet, 60 passengers and 4 crew members, while 3 soldiers were aboard the military helicopter. This plane's radio transponder stopped transmitting about 2,400 feet, which is around 730 meters short of the runway, roughly over the middle of the river. This has marked the first major U.S. commercial crash in more than 15 years. From an aerial perspective, it is evident.
Albert said because if they shot it, it'd be a big ass problem and a scandal. Shit's a scandal now. What the fuck they do? They T-boned the motherfucking jet. Shout out Working Man. My family live across the river from that airport. You can see it out the window. It'd be a lot of planes and copters all night. Really? So they're just zigzagging all over the place, huh? Word is not far from Philly Airport. Yeah, but I don't know where it was getting to. I read the guys in the Black Hawk had night vision on, which lowers their visibility. Well, that was dumb. Oh, here you go. So who wants to put him in the bathroom? Jonathan, you want to put him in the bathroom? You could get rid of this guy. You could hide this guy forever. If you want to. Or you can give him 24 hours and have the satisfaction of getting him again and again. But you can get him out of here.
Put him in the fucking bathroom, Mike. Get him
and there's been multiple crashes in that area throughout the years in that area. I mean, listen, if they didn't want that shit to land, hit the ground, they nailed it right in the perfect spot, bro. Right in the middle of that shit. Shout out Deb, checking in from Colorado. Little late, but here anyway. You're always on time, Deb. We appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Boom. Jonathan hid that motherfucker for life. For life.
Adiós, pendejo.
Adiós, pendejo.
Yo vivo tranquila con los pelos. Cállate, hipoputa.
That Flight A5342 was approaching the airport from the south, descending over the scenic Potomac River. This area is known for its proximity to several iconic landmarks, such as the Pentagon, located nearby in Pentagon City. To the north, one can spot the striking dome of the United States Capitol building, a symbol of America.
How we don't know that's not our dome right there, Albert? I could put on my tinfoil hat too. Yo, this camera's gonna aggravate me today. I'm gonna turn the motherfucker off. Real talk. Real fucking talk. Maybe that's our dome right there.
American democracy.
Jonathan working that wrench, boy. He throwing that motherfucker around. He sound like Oso.
Oso hit him in the head. Headshot. He gone. He gone. Don't go. Don't go.
The Potomac River, which encircles the airport and much of Arlington, serves as a natural boundary and offers breathtaking views for arriving flights. However, this area is also densely trafficked, both by air and on the ground, adding to the complexity of air traffic management in the region. American Airlines Flight 5342, which we'll refer to as the landing flight, was on its final approach to runway 33. At this stage, called short final, the aircraft was mere moments from landing, flying at an altitude of about 400 feet. This is the most critical phase of landing, where every second counts and pilots are laser focused on safely bringing the plane down. At the same time, an Army Black Hawk helicopter, identified as PAC-25, was reportedly on a possible training flight. It was flying perpendicular to the flight path of Flight 5342, following the course of the Potomac River. The Potomac River is a designated flight corridor for helicopters, and it's common to see aircraft like this operating in the area. The key difference between the two aircraft in this scenario was their operating rules. The Black Hawk helicopter, PAC-25, was flying under visual flight rules. This means it was required to rely on visual observation of its surroundings to avoid other aircraft. The landing flight 5342.
Well, evidently that didn't work, right? We could agree to that. That part didn't work. They were on visual flight orders. They were supposed to be watching, looking out to not run into no planes, all right?
It was operating under instrument flight rules, which give it priority over VFR flights in controlled airspace.
Let me ask my tinfoil hat people in here. Has there been a soldier named, a pilot from this Black Hawk? Did they name anybody? Or they just said, nah, we don't know. We don't know nothing. Was it the same pilot that brought Maya over here? Quite possible. Clandestine, like a ninja.
This system assumes that VFR aircraft will actively maintain visual separation to avoid conflicts. Moments before the collision, the air traffic control tower at Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport called PAC-25 to confirm whether they had the other aircraft in sight. PAC-25 responded that they did. At first glance, this seems like an acknowledgement that they were aware of Flight 5342's presence and were taking steps to avoid it. However, it now seems likely that PAC-25 had mistakenly identified a different aircraft, possibly a departing flight from the same airport, and believed that was the other aircraft referred to by the tower. Tragically, PAC-25 may not have realized that flight craft.
So he got crossed up by another plane?
342's presence and were taking steps to avoid it. However, it now seems likely that PAC-25 had mistakenly identified a different aircraft, possibly a departing flight from the same airport, and believed that was the other aircraft referred to by the tower. Tragically, PAC-25 may not have realized that Flight 5342 was descending directly into its path. This misidentification could have led to the Black Hawk failing to adjust its course in time to avoid a collision. Although I'm not a pilot, this is what appears to have happened based on the available information. It's a heartbreaking incident that raises questions about how such misunderstandings can occur and what safety measures can prevent them in the future.
Yo, here's what I do love, though. This for all the trompitos out there. I love how earlier today Trump was like, or was it last night? It might have been last night. He was like, yeah, we got to be at different heights. Can't be at the same height. Shit got to be at different height. Motherfucker, they're going up and down all night. They're at every height. Fuck is you talking about? You know what I mean? We got to have different heights. Fuck up.
If you have more insight or expertise, please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments.
Jonathan said he believes it was a corporal. Plumber doing his job. He put motherfuckers in the bathroom. Shout out Primo on the check-in.
The passenger plane broke into multiple pieces and sank several feet into the river. Meanwhile, the helicopter ended up landing upside down on the water. Regarding the rescue mission, the main challenge is access. The water they're working in is about 8 feet deep, which is roughly 2.5 meters. On top of that, the conditions are tough. There's strong wind, chunks of ice floating around, which obstructs rescue workers. We also have audio from air traffic control that has been published online, capturing the moments as the two aircraft approach each other. In the recording, we can hear a conversation. It appears to involve the air traffic controller, with P standing for priority air transport, the helicopter, and CRJ referring to the passenger plane. The response seems to come from a helicopter, but something goes terribly wrong. The two aircraft continue to move closer to each other until they crash, and there was no response from the other side. This long-shot video, recorded by the Kennedy Center cam, seems to show two aircraft, a helicopter and a commercial airliner colliding, creating a huge flash. If you take a close-up shot, you can clearly see the Black Hawk helicopter traveling at an alarmingly high speed directly towards the plane, a moment of impending danger captured in stark detail.
I mean, that plane
According
is
to
fucking
reports,
hard to
the
miss,
situation
bro.
unfolded due to apparent confusion on the part of the Black Hawk pilot. He was seemingly unaware of the presence of a second aircraft in the vicinity, which ultimately led to a critical misjudgment. When the flight controller radioed in, asking if the pilot had identified Flight 5342, the pilot confidently confirmed that he had visual contact. However,
so he thought it was this plane here instead of this one? Bro, but look, you a little ass helicopter, bro. You don't see this big flashlight in the sky?
The plane he was referring to wasn't Flight 5342. It was a completely different aircraft flying above his position. This misidentification proved costly. The pilot, certain he was operating safely, continued his course. Tragically, he ended up flying directly into the path of an oncoming aircraft. The sequence of events highlights the immense complexity and risks of aviation, where even small communication errors or lapses in situational awareness can lead to dangerous, life-threatening outcomes. Let's take a look at a different case scenario of a Jeju Air Flight 2216. This South Korean airline was granted permission to land from the south on runway 1 northward. But control tower cautions against bird activity, so the aircraft made a slight deviation in flight path. The pilot declares Mayday after it hit a couple of birds, and it was instructed to make a go-around and land on runway 19 southward. It was at this moment the airplane encountered another problem with the landing gear, which did not open. Finally, the plane had to make a belly landing with what was supposedly a landing gear failure because it hit in the middle of the runway and crashed into the elevated local Lizer antenna and concrete, erupting into a huge fireball, while the tail section remained intact. Morning 8:57. A TC broadcasts a cautionary advisory about bird activity in the vicinity of the airport.
We got enough out of that. That ain't our story. I don't know, man. We're going to find out more. I'll tell you that much in the days to come. Now, if something happens tomorrow, then I'm with you guys. It's a conspiracy. All right? Some shit's going on. You know?
I see dead people.
Crazy. At the same time, how does the traffic control not alert them to several planes? At the same time, how does the traffic control not alert them to several planes, not just one? I don't know, though. It's an unfortunate situation. I thought it was deeper. You thought what was deeper? The river? What was it? The lake? River? Whatever the fuck that was over there. I don't know, man. It's looking crazy, though. Fucking planes, helicopters falling out the fucking sky. Something's happening. There's something happening here. All right. Let's see. Is there anything else? So is that what he said happened? He said air traffic control told him, hey, there's a plane up there. And he was like, yeah, I see him. But he was looking at the wrong plane. He didn't tell him, hey, there was a plane there and a plane over there. I don't know, man. Somebody fucked up. Apparently there was only one, maybe two persons working at most. Nah, that's a job that you got to be on point with that shit. There's no missing out, none of that shit. You got to be right. Man, it just take he said, what the fuck were those pterodactyl-ass birds? It just take a bunch of them. Take a good-sized birds. There's some good-sized birds out there. All right? Let's take a look at what's going on with ICE. There was conversations happening in the Discord about this. I've seen a lot of disturbing videos. I think they're running around acting like they're bullies. This is some I don't even want to say the word. You know what I'm saying? But this is some World War II shit. Pre-World War II shit. Not long ago, I read an article about a whistleblower claiming Boeing was releasing planes with known faulty parts. Boeing's been in hot water over that as of recent. They had a door open on one of their planes. All kind of shit happening. The question that continues to be asked is who's being targeted by these raids, by these jerk-offs. We know that these ICE agents are a collective of not just ICE agents themselves, but ATF, DEA, and everybody else they could round up to bother people. But, you know, Charles Jonathan said, I mean, at the tower, I believe they reported only 1 or 2 people working at the time. That's what I'm saying, though. At that tower, that shit need to be all hands on deck 24 hours a day. That's not a job to play with. It's crazy. But yeah, so there's a lot of questions on who these guys are targeting and this, that, and it's happening differently in different places in different states. I'm seeing them mess with a lot of people that they shouldn't be messing with. I see them trying to get into homes and all kind of weird shit, you know. It feels like they were just given a green light. I feel like the politicians are saying, oh, it's structured, we got everything locked down, but they were just given a green light and say go round everybody up. You know, we'll see. Start with this.
Or ICE continues to carry out United Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, continues to carry out targeted enforcement actions around the country, including in our area where Border Patrol agents are already making deportation arrests.
That's how important my time is to me, that this is how I watch things, right? I watch things 2 times speed.
Last Friday, agents took 5 people into custody outside the Home Depot off Lake Worth Road in Palm Springs. But as our Jamilka Gibson reports, they weren't the only ones that came in contact with law enforcement officials. She joins us from Palm Springs with the very latest. Jamilka. Tonight, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, continues to carry out targeted enforcement actions around the country, including in our area where Border Patrol agents are already making deportation arrests. Last Friday, agents took 5 people into custody outside the Home Depot off Lake Worth Road in Palm Springs. But as our Jamilka Gibson reports, they weren't the only ones that came in contact with law enforcement officials. She joins us from Palm Springs with the very latest. Jamilka?
I've been trying to get more answers from Palm Springs police about what exactly happened on January 24th. We know 5 people got deportation arrests and 3 people received trespass warnings. The question now is why? A question we've been trying to get answered all day.
The heroes of ICE have arrested.
Shout out ICE for checking in. What's up, Ice? Swallow some nuts while you're in the building. Appreciate you. We're not gonna put you in the bathroom just
You
yet.
don't want no problems.
We're not gonna put you in the bathroom. Checking in to see if there's any undocumented immigrants in here. Nope, nothing happening here yet. We'll hit you up when Miguel Lopez is in the building. But until then, you know, watch your fucking tone. Understand you don't have a warrant. And you're not crossing none of these thresholds right here. All right? So, cool off. Air traffic controller left work early that day. Jeez. The whistleblower from Boeing supposedly unalived himself days before. I remember that. Scheduled talk to Congress. But he had told his family if he ended up unalived, it wasn't by his hands. He would never unalive himself. It's crazy. It's Damaso's fault. He's snitching on everybody. Damaso sent the hit list out, huh? The whistleblower situation was very sad. Very, very mysterious, as are most things in this country. I said, Shy, talk to us like that again, and you go straight to jail. Straight to jail. Okay. No mommies, Ice. Right?
No mommy's wait.
You get iced fucking around over here. All right? Wish the worst for you.
Thousands and
warnings. The question now is why? A question we've been trying to get answered all day.
The heroes of ICE have arrested thousands and thousands of illegal alien criminals, including hundreds of gang members, traffickers, child predators, terrorists, and murderers.
Only migrants with criminal records will be targeted in these ICE raids, according to the Trump administration. So we're trying to find out if that's what happened last week at a Palm Springs Home Depot. Here's retired Homeland Security and ICE agent Dennis McKenna.
We handle it in a way where they came here illegally. They're migrants. They're immigrants coming over. But according to law, they're felons. They committed a crime.
Palm Springs police say they were carrying out an operation.
She just said, oh, they're targeting criminals. And as far as that dude's concerned, they're all criminals. Because they didn't come here and directly go to get their citizenship or whatever. I tell you what, man. Some people don't understand the way bureaucracy works. And I liken it to older people in the acting business. You know, it's hard for the older people in the acting business to keep up with the technology and how to make self-tapes and how to work cameras and how to figure out their lighting. They're at a disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. A lot of people come to this country, you know, getting food on the table is the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that the family survives this trek is the most important thing. And then, you know, some have the necessary resources to come in and jump in and start taking their classes and instantly go get their citizenship. But there's others that, man, the website don't work for them. They don't understand. And guess what? You go to these government websites, they're bullshit. They'll have you on there for hours just so that you'll be forced to make a phone call. And then they'll leave you hanging there. This is all a scam. It's the same scam that the insurance companies are running. It's the same scam. It's all the same scam. And then just point at that person that can't get through on that website, that older woman that doesn't speak the language or this, that, or the other, that can't get through. She's a criminal now. She broke the law. She didn't come and instantly get on that website and figure it out. He did. He's good. Well, maybe he had a niece that knew how to do the internet real good. It's all a scam as far as I'm concerned. Everybody all happy with their politics. My president, your president. It's y'all's demise, man. I read ICE has a quota of 1,200 to 1,500 people per day. Of course, they're going to go try and round up as many people as they can. They picking up dogs, babies. It's hide your wife, hide your kids season. People hide those drug dealers, but those dealers scammed our communities. People hide those drug dealers, but those dealers scammed our community. Yeah, but they're also those people's sons. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? fixing poverty fixes a lot of things. Shout out Mahmoud on checking. Primo said there definitely are lots of immigrants from all over the world that come to work and earn an honest living. I'm Mexican. I know there's dickheads that come over and never learn their way of life. Salutes. Wow, if it was public information, man, I know where I want to read that. So that I said, run the receipts, Velez. You a ranch. Drop that link. Primo said they get in trouble or keep getting in trouble. DUI, rugs, theft. Yeah, exactly. You adjust. This ain't your country. This ain't where you were at, where you get away with what you're going to get away with over there, over here. That shit ain't happening. Shit get stopped real quick.
Searching for trespassers at the store off.
They committed a crime.
Palm Springs police say they were carrying out an operation searching for trespassers at the store off Lake Worth Road. They landed on 3 trespass warnings, while Border Patrol agents issued 5 deportation arrests. They just so happened to be in the area, looking for illegal immigrants with criminal records. We still don't know the backgrounds of these individuals, but McKenna says authorities focus on a series of things.
They prioritize it. And terrorists are one of the top. Lewd and lascivia, child molestation, child trafficking, sex trafficking. Those are right on the top. Drugs.
Florida Highway Patrol helping carry out the mission alongside Homeland Security in Tallahassee Monday, detaining 12 people believed to be here illegally. McKenna is advising undocumented immigrants to do things the right way.
Go back home. Go back to a land where you can apply for citizenship to come here.
You too.
And to work.
I want you to do the same thing, you old fuck. All right? I want you to go home. Go back from whence you came. All right? Start over. Fuck that guy. I'm gonna get a haircut and listen to this pod. Salute pure art. Super multitasking. Right? Guy got it figured out. He went and got his.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Right? Make sure y'all check out Damn Zoraida. He came with the receipts. Shout out Velez. Make sure you check out my For Beginners channel. That's where I'll be covering hip hop, pop culture shit. I'm covering ASAP Rocky's trial over there. That's a cash grab if I've ever seen one in my life. All right, I don't got that here. Man, another plane down. That shit fell in the neighborhood. That shit landed in the neighborhood. All right, so if you're interested in what I got to say over there, make sure you give me a subscribe over there. And also at Ill Films and Head Kicks. There we go. See what Velez got going on over here. Wow, $1,200 per day. All right, Ice gonna come get me. They already in my chat and shit, running his mouth. That's crazy. Immigration raids accelerate as Trump sets quota of at least 1,200 arrests per day. Mm-hmm. I don't want to read all of this. Oh no, this ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it. It's just the top one. This is a short one. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. Okay, hold on. We can do this. White House Press Secretary Karen Leavitt made her debut in the briefing room Tuesday, admitting to reporters the Trump administration believes all undocumented immigrants are criminals and will be targeted for mass detention and deportation. Raids are taking place nationwide with thousands arrested since Trump's inauguration, including in Chicago and New York City, where Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem joined the ICE Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents in operations that began Tuesday. ICE is reportedly planning a round of raids in Aurora, Colorado this Thursday, and 3 more cities are expected to be targeted next week. President Trump is signing the Laken-Riley Act into law today. his first piece of legislation since returning to office. The bill expands mandatory detention and possible deportation of undocumented people who are accused, though not convicted, of nonviolent theft offenses such as shoplifting. This comes as ICE has been directed to meet a quota of between 1,200 to 1,500 arrests per day, as Trump plans to pack ICE detention centers, including those run by for-profit prison companies. It's crazy. Yeah, man. He's casting a big net out there. Albert said misinformation. What I'm reading is misinformation? Is it? Yeah, I mean, one person's news is another person's misinformation. It's just ridiculous on the internet. You can't say it's blue, it's green, or, this is white. You can't. Somebody's going to argue it. Check in. Shout out Bobby D checking in. Hit the like button. Salutes. Go back to where you came from. Family Guy clip of Kermit the Frog. I don't know that one. Pooh, I don't know that one. That's like a plane falling near Midway. That's basically what that was. That plane fell in the hood. That was definitely something like that. All right. Let's see if I got more videos over here. TikTok is where all the good videos are out of them doing all the foul shit they did. They ran over a dude's toes in Chicago. I think it was Chicago. Ran over him with the car as they were leaving. First they tried to get in his crib. He told him, get the fuck off my property. No, Albert not taking the link. Shout out PR GTA shit, man. Unfortunately. Here we go. We got Los Angeles raids here.
With that woman who caught it all on camera. Matthew.
Yeah, that neighbor tells us that the woman who was apprehended was brought to this ICE building here behind me. This as we start seeing more arrests like this across our area.
These people are asking her for her identification and asking her if she's from Mexico.
New video of federal agents making a possible immigration apprehension this week outside Los Angeles.
She was on her way to work and they just proceeded to take her out of the car and take her. ICE is in Pomona, you guys.
This taken Monday morning outside Diana Delgado's home in Pomona.
The first thing I heard was, what part of Mexico are you from? But very aggressively in Spanish. And I knew something was wrong, so I proceeded to record.
What is she doing, heading to work? What is she bothering you guys? Is she doing something dangerous?
A woman taken away by law enforcement. The city posting this to Facebook.
But what? Was her name on the list? Somebody rat her out? They just came to get her, that's it? Just ran up on her? So he got 9 more toes. What do you need 10 for? Albert, one of them. Albert, you over there calling ICE on people, man? It'd be a sad day, Albert, man. Shout out 298 on the check-in. Salutes. Nah, he just talking his shit.
Mexico.
New video of federal agents making a possible immigration apprehension this week outside Los Angeles.
She was on her way to work and they just proceeded to take her out of the car and take her. ICE is in Pomona, you guys.
This taken Monday morning outside Diana Delgado's home in Pomona.
The first thing I heard was, what part of Mexico are you from?
I'm from Chinga tu Madre Landia.
Very aggressively in Spanish.
ICE, that's where I'm from, ICE.
And I knew something was wrong, so I proceeded to record.
What is she doing, heading to work? What is she bothering you guys? Is she...
Shut up, Velez. Be your own people. We supposed to be brothers.
Doing something dangerous?
A woman taken away by law enforcement. The city posting this to Facebook saying these aren't their police officers.
What?
Does your neighbor have a violent history? Is she wanted for anything?
Right.
No. So I was able to speak to the daughter. She did confirm, her mom has no criminal background. The family confirmed they were looking for someone else. And then after that, they proceeded to ask her what part of Mexico she was from.
We need more deportations, a lot more deportations, and that's what we're working on.
The DEA Los Angeles.
Yo, if Michael Lopez had his own soundbite, it'd be that one. I'm gonna use this, but I'm gonna use this for when I see when I see Americans acting a fool.
And then after that, they proceeded to ask her what part of Mexico she was from.
Hold on, we're going to record this shit right now. Hold on. Let's get this right now.
We need more deportations, a lot more deportations, and that's what we're working on. More deportations.
Because she was from.
We need more deportations, a lot more deportations, and that's what we're working on.
The DEA Los Angeles office sharing these images of their agents last week working side by side with Homeland Security.
That's hilarious. He looked like the other jerk off that had the hat on. Ice baby, Cali Wildin'. He said, bro, I'm Mexican as fuck. I love my people. I'm breaking your balls. But to me, can't trust news outlets. All of a sudden, everyone cares. I agree. I think it's all bullshit. Can't trust the government. I don't trust conspiracies. None of that shit. Trust my gut.
To enforce immigration laws. ICE also taking these pictures of recent arrests, including a Colombian national convicted of extortion, kidnapping, and trafficking, along with this foreign fugitive from El Salvador wanted for homicide.
All right, see, that's different than the lady on her way to work. Got no criminal record, right? Why are you putting all that effort into the non-unalivers, into the non-robbers, into the non-traffickers? You putting all that effort into, a mother that's trying to hold on. Cool, go do what you got to do. Come get her later.
A group in Riverside County posting this video publicly to Facebook on guard, calling on volunteers
to let her know, hey, we know what you're doing. Get it handled. Something, right? But if she ain't got no criminal record, what you bothering that lady for? She got a shorty over there. This fool said send the Salvies back.
To watch for ICE and Border Patrol agents in Home Depot parking lots, saying we need support with ICE. Border Patrol Riverside County posting this video publicly to Facebook on guard, calling on volunteers to watch for ICE and Border Patrol agents in Home Depot parking lots, saying we need support with ICE Border Patrol watch shifts. You will be trained.
The day before that incident, they did the Home Depot around the block. They did the same thing there, and it's
they use our tax. We the ones get pimped by tax, bro. They pay taxes. They got to buy shit too. You know what I'm saying? Somebody taxing them a whole lot along the way. You know what I mean? Taxpayer money.
It's just really sad.
So we've reached out to the DEA as well as the local ICE office for an interview, or as well as possible ride-alongs, and so far those requests.
Damn, that's a theory right there. Darkly Noon said that lady holding the camera snitched on her and now is trying to be inconspicuous. Here's the thing, probably not, but very possible. I wouldn't be mad surprised at it. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so, yeah.
Have been denied.
Dude, they don't pay tax, Shail. They pay tax. They pay tax on everything. Oh, you talking about when they grab their money and run? Hey, they gotta feed their family. Matter of fact, when they're gonna start deporting all the bums, they should gather them up and send them to China. China do what Colombia did, not accept them.
Reporting live tonight, Matthew Seedorf, Fox 11 News.
So Matthew, what is the update on the woman who was detained?
Yeah, so according to that neighbor that we spoke with, she says that the family members say that she is still here at this ICE detention center tonight behind us, and they're really kind of waiting to see what happens.
They missing their mama. What happens when he starts going after their kids? DEA agents working with ICE. Crazy time. Send them to Canada. Canada? They pay into Social Security without the probability of ever getting Social Security. So does everybody else. Now, ain't nobody going to get on Social Security. There's a lot of people paying taxes and not benefiting from them. That's my point. That's it. Northeast Florida raids. I'm seeing everywhere right here. Seattle. That looks like Chicago right there. But it's not. They're everywhere. Protesters rally in northern Texas. All right. Let's get to this article here. Well, here, I'll play this because I just saw it. I seen it.
This is
DEA working with ICE.
The U.S. crackdown on immigration is catching heat in our area. If you drove into Seattle on I-5, you might have spotted banners hanging over two of Seattle's overpasses. One of them reading, "Who would Jesus deport?"
The other immigrants make America great was the other banner that we saw, and we are told the banners were displayed by volunteers with the Backbone campaign. The organization is based in our region, but says it's a national leader in the practice of...
They don't pay taxes and only benefit from the system. They pay taxes on everything they buy. The working ones pay tax, trust, and never get anything back. I think later on, give it a year, they're gonna make a reform. Just my thoughts. Quite possible. 5 Social Security numbers. Illinois people will start crying when the state cancels SNAP card food stamps. We don't know who they are. Trump isn't the one to blame. It's you guys listening to Biden. Both sides are jerk-offs. I don't feel sorry for the American taxpayers. Shouldn't have to take care of people because they come from difficult times. They still have our resources and they don't even take care of us. Trump is very likely to give amnesty like Reagan. When the farmers start going bankrupt because the documented people won't want to take their jobs, it's going to hit different. And all this talk about, you know, this is illegal. This is illegal. They committed a crime. Well, how about the people hiring them? Huh? How about the American people hiring them? Hit the like button if you have yet to do so, y'all. Mexican illegals to the jobs the fat, lazy, welfare collecting Americans won't do. Expect inflation to rise. Yes, okay, inflation's tweaking right now. All right? Hit the like button, y'all.
Artful activism.
Federal immigration officers are getting backup from the Drug Enforcement Administration.
It is a major shift, allowing agencies to work together in new ways to go after violent offenders. So Sarah Legre sat down with the DEA.
That lady that was going to work. She's a violent offender. What the fuck?
Special agent is live in Houston for us. So Sarah, you know, you're here to tell us about a joint operation in Southeast Texas. How is that going?
Yeah, hi there, Hannah and Matthew. What we're seeing now, the DEA has Title 8 authority, meaning it's not just drug enforcement, that's their sole focus, I should say, but they're working in tandem with ICE agents as well, working together when it comes to targeting criminals who are here in the United States right now illegally. And we saw one recent example of this with an arrest of who they're calling an MS-13 gang member from El Salvador.
It was a targeted operation. We were looking for certain individuals, violent criminals.
Shout out to the other side. There's a static noise that comes and goes. I think it's when I put my phone near the microphone. I moved it now, so hopefully that'll do it. The government be taxing the shit out of you for your paperwork to start, and it's a ridiculous amount just to start. And every year you have to renew everything: ID, work permit, everything. Yeah, make it difficult as possible. Farmers are going to go AI. It's going to look like Interstellar around here. 100% aren't they criminals too? Yeah, I thought they were criminals. I'm all for sending back criminals, but not our hard workers. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's people that are here that are not on no bullshit. Use your resources to go get the ones that are. They really wanted to get rid of illegal immigration. They would make it illegal for employers to hire. That's what I just said. That. That's it. Ain't they criminals too? Ain't they part of the problem? No, it's something that happens, that noise. I get it on when I'm doing recordings too. The AI farmers are called Mexicans. Pharma are also going to AI $500 billion on new AI. But let's say my compa is the biggest Trumper. He has only illegals working for him. He even paid for their coyote. That's what I'm saying, right? That's the same loophole that Trump used against Hillary in that debate. We was like, yeah, I did it because y'all are dumb. Y'all didn't use the loophole. I did it, right? They got their loopholes. The biggest Trumper, he only has the illegal working for him. I believe that's all of them. 500 billion. China made the same technology for a fraction of that. All right.
Criminals who are here in the United States that we could basically send back to their countries. I think we're in a really good place right now. We have a new administrator that's just been appointed, and he believes that we should attack our area of responsibility and do what's necessary in that area.
Now, the DEA just released this video from a joint operation with ICE in Houston and the Brownsville area over the weekend. It's part of a much larger nationwide crackdown, as we've shown you, in several big cities across the United States. Now, both agencies confirmed the DEA assisted ICE in arresting a Salvadoran MS-13 gang member accused of terrorism and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. ICE also says they arrested a Mexican national charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon as well, and possession of a controlled substance. Now, the DEA tells me they're using intel to go after illegal migrants with ties to drug trafficking and serious offenses.
We're getting vetted lists. We have some amazing intel analysts who are working on lists with all of the agencies together to make sure we go after the right people. Look, we're going to continue to work around the clock, and it doesn't matter how many hours we have to work or how many weekends we have to work. We're going to continue to work shoulder to shoulder with our partners to keep everybody safe.
Yeah, they got they're ganging up. My move said people are still living in the 90s. We're going to go AI. Wake up, people. Everything's going AI. They're going to plumbing, all of that shit. So what the people gonna do then? What hurdle are we gonna have, huh? What's gonna be the hurdle then? The AI eats everything, we don't get to eat? What happens? Unfortunately, we need them in order to keep the economy working. The prices are not as high. China's taking over. You can only hold China down for so long with tariffs. The world will learn to love China because of the pig in the White House. I don't know. About 13 years ago, Alabama established the strictest illegal immigrant law, and so many farmers lost employees and lost billions, some from the harvest, and had to go bankrupt. Hit the like button if you ever yet to do so. All right. I'm going to get into this article here. It's basically touching on this same situation here about them having backup. Homeland Security grants Immigration Enforcement Authority to DEA, ATF, BOP, and U.S. Marshals. Acting Department of Homeland Security Benjamin Huffman issued a directive essential to fulfilling President Trump's promise to carry out mass deportations. The directive gives Department of Justice law enforcement officials and the U.S. Marshals, Drug Enforcement Administration, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives, and the Federal Bureau of Prisons authority to investigate and apprehend illegal aliens. Thanks to the last administration's open border policies, we've seen violent criminals and gang members terrorize American communities. Today's actions empower law enforcement officials at the DOJ to help identify and apprehend aliens who have illegally come into our country. Mobilizing these law enforcement officials will help fulfill President Trump's promise to the American people to carry out mass deportations. For decades, efforts to find and apprehend illegal aliens have not been given proper resources. This is a major step in fixing that problem. Again, what the fuck does that have to do with that lady that was going to work? Huh? Use those resources, spend that money to get the crime out. If you get one of these innocent ladies out of here and one of these concrete dudes or one of these farm workers, and you get these guys out of here, right? And you don't use those resources to go get one of these criminals, and one of those criminals does something to a little girl, little boy, or somebody, I'm not trying to hear your shit, because it's all disingenuous. All of it. It's all bullshit. It's a bullet point. Trump got to attack his bullet points this time. And it ain't just him. It's both sides of the aisle. Bullshit. American politics. Saw a dude on a job site today. Homie was like 4'5", built like a Build-A-Bear. Told my homie that the new Tesla robot, the Guatemalan 3000, runs on 2 Milwaukee batteries. Working immigrants are the backbone of America. Always have been. DEI robots. What could go wrong? Whew. All right. So they ganging up, y'all. They ganging up. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Hunters up in the chat. Bow, 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 bow. Imagine a day without undocumented, non-criminal people. All the customer service or food places just for starters. Not to mention healthcare and so on. Trump dead and immigration reform to run on it. Imagine a day without undocumented, non-criminal people. All the customer service or food places just for starters. No, yeah, nobody coming. It's a wrap. You're going to have a bunch of crying managers at the front. I don't know how to do nothing. Where's Guadalupe? Guadalupe used to help me. Huh? Guadalupe used to help me figure this out. Can they just tell them they're going to exercise their Fifth Amendment and not tell them anything? You think they'll let them go? No, I don't know. I don't know how that works. Did you look at the FAA hiring mental illness, autistic, and special people to do traffic control jobs? It's a little too inclusive. They promoted a lot in January during Biden's administration. I don't know the ins and outs of it. I'm not a doctor, but I need the crispiest shit possible up in them control towers. Crispy minds. Crisp. You know what I mean? Alright, let's get that out of here. What else we got here? We will continue to hear the stories. We will continue to be talking about it in the Discord. We'll be talking about it in the chat. We'll stay up to date on it and watching it. If you have videos of ICE being bitches, send those videos to the Discord. I don't want to waste y'all time while I look for stuff like that. I'll look for it on my own time, but if you run into those videos, drop them in the Discord into the current live content. And we'll go through those because I've seen a bunch of them. I just don't want to spend time looking for them right now. All right, let's see what we got here. The DEI BS Trump got rid of comes off real discriminatory and racist. Yeah, I think everybody's gone to the extreme on both sides. And we lack common sense, common empathy, common gratitude. You know, that's what the common shit, that's what we're missing out on. That's what we've lost. I mean, receipts, Albert Flores, receipts. 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 Right? Boom. So that's it. Receipts for what? For the Guatemalanian? What are you talking about? Salutes. Let me go here. Let's quickly talk about Mayo's deal. Right? Again, hundreds up in the chat to y'all. Hundreds up. Boom. Ismael Zambada Garcia Mayo is close to an agreement. By Rio 12. Shout out Char, Borderland B, Rio 12. If that's how that's pronounced. There goes an image of the old man right there. If he succeeds, the increasingly depressed Mayo could avoid a trial in which Vicetillo would be forced to testify against him. The possibility that Ismael El Mayo Zambada reaches an agreement with the U.S. authorities is increasingly palpable, although that does not mean that he would be a collaborator or that he would join the protected witness program, but rather that it would prevent his case from going to trial where he could be sentenced to life imprisonment, said the rug lord's lawyer, Frank Perez. I don't even understand what that means. Oh, okay. Shout out Velez. Yeah, receipts. Yeah, Albert, you gonna say some outrageous shit? Receipts, bro. Receipts on the I'm looking for it. I lost it. Oh, here you go. Did you look at the FAA hiring mental illness, autistic, and special people to do traffic control jobs? Receipts, bro. Oh, he said type it in Google. Yeah, this guy's not a team player. We call this brainwashed, and our communities have been falling for the rich traps. It's been that way. Been happening for a long time. Been happening for a long time. Don't forget those with psychiatric conditions being allowed to work in control towers too. Trump was reading off a list. Shannon, those are the receipts that they were asking Albert for, but Albert had an ugly response. Type it in Google. It's there. I thought it was too ridiculous to be true. Unless they're doing traffic control in the playroom with paper airplanes, that's you doing fucking traffic control with the paper airplanes, man. You're a first drafter, man. First draft.
No mommy's wait.
Here we go. Let's see. Jonathan like a filing cabinet with receipts. The possibility that I want to read this again because this sounds crazy. His story is a novella. He was always controlled by the CIA to harm Mexicans. All right. The possibility that Ismael El Mayo Zambada reaches an agreement with U.S. authorities is increasingly palpable. Although that does not mean that he would be a collaborator. Yes, he would. That would mean he'd be a snitch. That would mean he would be a collaborator. That would mean all of those things. Yes, he wouldn't be in witness protection because he's in the joint and that's where he's going to be. But rather that it would prevent his case from going to trial where he could be sentenced to life imprisonment. We're talking to see if we can reach an agreement, but the negotiations have not advanced, confirmed the rug trafficker's lawyer during a meeting with the media. Once the preliminary hearing is concluded in Brooklyn, New York. This would be the first time that Zambada Garcia's lawyer recognizes that there's a possibility that an agreement could be reached that would benefit the rug lord. Although he did not specify what they as the defense would request, nor did he refer to what the prosecution would be requesting. Of course not. Mike Vigil, Mr. I hate what Chapo did to the South Side. Mike Vigil, former DEA agent, considered that if El Mayo collaborated with the United States government, he would provide a great deal of information about how the Sinaloa cartel has operated over the years, as well as details about corrupt politicians, governors, municipal residents, and generals of the armed forces with whom he had agreements, in addition to companies that launder money for members of that criminal group. El Mayo was behind many agreements in addition to being perhaps the rug trafficker who had the most contact with criminals from other criminal organizations, including the Jalisco Nueva Generación cartel, since we must not forget that he was the one who negotiated the rescue of El Chapo's sons in 2016 in a restaurant in Puerto Vallarta, Vigil observed. Negotiating with the United States would be the only way out for Ismael Zambada Garcia, since at 77 years old, and with the ailments that come with age, it would be difficult for him to achieve freedom alive, even if he negotiated with the U.S. Prosecutor's Office. But at least he would reach an agreement that could benefit the rest of his children. Of course, we've been saying this since the beginning. According to journalists who covered the hearing, Mayo looked more downcast than previous times when he was presented before Judge James R. Cho, because now he had a sadder and more distant appearance, as if withdrawn, but he would have been firm in confirming Frank Perez as his lawyer, even though it could mean a conflict of interest, because it's the same defense attorney who negotiated the agreement of his son Vicente Zambada Niebla with the prosecutors. Are you aware that there's a possibility that this case will go to trial? Judge Kogan asked. But Mayo Zambada remained firm after a letter was read in Spanish during the hearing which said, I do not want a different lawyer. According to the U.S. Penal Code, if the case goes to trial, Frank Perez would be limited when defending Zambada Garcia, because if a process were to begin in which he would have to question his client to confront accusations from the prosecutors, he would no longer be able to do so, nor would he be able to use information obtained during the trial of Vicentillo, which at the time benefited other drug traffickers. He's not going to have that problem because they're not going to see each other in court because he's going to do a deal that keeps him out of there. As that process stands, if required, Vicentillo would have to testify against his own father, and there is nothing that Mayo could do to defend himself. That is why Judge Kogan asked him if he wanted to continue with his own defense, because eventually that would bring limitations, said an official familiar with the case. These limitations would reduce the chances that the members of the jury will look favorably on Zambada Garcia, in addition to increasing the probability of a more severe sentence. Therefore, avoiding going to trial would be the most logical strategy for the defense. Salutes. It's a long-ass article, son. Oh, no, it's different articles? No. This is the same shit. I'm almost there. Let's see. The Old Path. He's spewing shit. Shannon said it's true. Y'all remember when I said Maya was working with CIA and upper echelon said it was ridiculous? Everything is starting to play out as if it were true. I don't remember what he said. I don't think nothing's ridiculous in that sense, because there's criminals out there that have done this or that for the CIA. They run around calling themselves CIA. That's a CIA connection right there. So I doubt you could be him and never run into the CIA at some point or another. Shannon joined the Discord and dropped the link. I want to read that. Wow, what's going on in this world? He was talking about it in his press conference the morning after the Trump crash. Okay. Shout out Velez. The U.S. Corps has until 2030 to clean the mess they created in Mexico. And in the USA to clean the crime and criminals they created. All CIA criminal groups all work for the CIA. Crack came from the CIA. Albert, boy. He said, read through it, Jonathan. Make a PowerPoint. Velez. Albert. See what this is here. Boom. Oh, shit. There it is. No thanks to Albert, of course. I mentioned it. Hit the like button. People with intellectual... Hold on, I didn't even finish the other article. We're not going here yet. Hold on. Hold the fucking phone here. Wait a minute. We're not cutting this into pieces. Here we go. I'll try Discord again. I was having a hard time the other day. Here's the Discord link. All you gotta do is download the Discord. You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you'd like to, we'd love to have you. Download Discord, create yourself an account, and then accept this invitation. The receipts are definitely there. You ain't gonna get them, Zaza. Imagine a disabled person, with all due respect, working a TSA line. I already feel like it's a bunch of disabled motherfuckers working the TSA line. The old path. The apparent path that the defense of Mayo Zambada would take to negotiate with the prosecution would be the same route that drug traffickers such as the Capo's own son, Vicente Zambada, as well as his brother Jesus El Rey Zambada, as well as the leaders of other organizations such as Arellano Felix, José Cardenas, Vicente Carrillo Fuentes, and took at the time. More recently, in 2023, Ovidio Guzman Lopez was extradited, as well as one of the coordinators of the criminal group known as Los Chapereos, Nestor Isidro Perez Salas El Nini. In the particular case of Ovidio, the agreement with the U.S. authorities was immediate, and it is believed that it would be the brothers Ovidio and Joaquin Guzman Lopez who orchestrated the capture and subsequent arrest of Ismael El Mayo Zambada in July 2024. Even so, the minimum sentence that the Guzman Lopez brothers and perhaps Mayo Zambada, himself would receive is 10 to 15 years for all the damage that the same authorities said at the time that they had caused to American society, and for having filed charges of Fetty Wap trafficking. Vigil, who was aware of several negotiations that occurred between rug traffickers and prosecutors, said that it will depend on what El Mayo wants to offer. But even with everything he offers, it is possible that he will not get out of jail even by negotiating. Due to his age and how sick he is, I see Mayo as very finished. And even if he collaborates, they will give him at least 20 years. And considering that he's 77 years old, I see it as a very difficult for him to get out, he considered. Regarding the negotiations that the Guzman Lopez brothers could be carrying out, Vigil mentioned that although they have in their favor having handed over Zambada Garcia, it would be difficult for them to spend less than 10 years in prison. That's crazy that these guys can get 10 years in prison, bro. It's people in prison for 10 years more than a whole lot of motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? That did a whole lot less than a whole lot of motherfuckers, you know? It'll be 10 years in prison, but at least they will not face life imprisonment. Life or 10 years or any heavy sentence. That's crazy. The United States doesn't care about these criminals or these crimes, man. They care about these deals. You know what I'm saying? They care about these deals. They have accusations of Fetty Wap trafficking, but Joaquin and Ovidio were not the only ones who trafficked that rug. Also, their brothers, who are still free, have been accused, and other members of the Sinaloa cartel, including Mayo Zambada, he observed. If Joaquin and Ovidio continue to collaborate with the United States, at some point they would have to give information about corrupt officials in Sinaloa, about their brothers, and if Mayo Zambada goes to trial, testify against him. The DEA's new targets, with Ismael El Mayo Zambada and Joaquin El Chapo Guzman behind bars, the DEA's new targets would be the children of the rug lords, Ivan Archibaldo and Jesus Alfredo Guzman Salazar, along with Ismael Zambada Sicarios El Maito Flaco. For the first two, the DEA is offering rewards of $10 million. According to the DEA's website, the profiles of the three rug traffickers who apparently led a war in different municipalities of the state of Sinaloa are part of the rug traffickers most wanted by the United States government. The inclusion of El Maito Flaco on the list dates back to 2015, and since then he has been sought by the authorities. The sons of Chapo Guzman have been sought since 2008, although it was only last year that the United States authorities increased the reward from $5 to $10 million for each of them. Salutes. Shout out Hamza on the check-in. Yeah, salutes. $10 years plus good attitude equals 2030. He'll do 5 years. Shout out Clock Out on the check-in. I heard today with Camilo Ochoa, who is now back home in Sinaloa. So he's back home? So what? They called the dogs off of him? Maito sent Mayo a letter letting him know he was turning himself in. Then Maito's going to turn himself in? Shit. That's crazy. But I don't doubt it. Not even a little bit. Thank you, sir. I got it. He's going to turn himself in. Deal. You get a deal. You get a deal. You get a deal.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
All right. Shout out Pete Never on the check-in. Support. Shy. Salutes. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you for checking in. All right. Let me right here. Bow. 100's up for you. Salute. Bow, bow, bow. Let's get it. The government wants these people as trophies, kind of like hunters who put up headpieces in their houses as some sort of proof that they accomplished something, if that makes sense. They don't care. Yeah, they don't care how many bodies you got. I'll give you 5 years. You give me somebody above you. I don't care how many bodies you got. You give me, he don't got no bodies? He got bodies through you. Oh, okay. Whatever. Shout out Clock Out. I just finished Cartel Wives. Hope you enjoyed it. Salute Pete. We appreciate you. Wow. All right, so the old man is working his deal. He's getting his deal together and getting shit popping. Can we get to 30 likes? We already at 29. Can we get to 30 likes right now? If not, man, I don't know what to tell you guys, man. All right, let's get this out of here. Shout out Pete. Maito turning himself in. And no, his life is still on the line, he said. Que está listo para para lo que venga. So he's ready for whatever happens, huh? He's back home ready for whatever happens. That guy's crazy. He went on a Spain vacation and shit. Hit the like button, y'all. All right. Next thing we got is... Let me see. What's this? Yeah, this is quick and easy. We're going to just read this article on this Chavo Felix. It's just basically people wanted me to talk about it last week and I didn't. But I'm going to get to it today. Chavo Felix, son-in-law of Mayo Zambada, is brought to trial. El Chavo Felix will stay in Altiplano maximum security prison in the state of Mexico. Altiplano, is that the one that Licenciado broke Chapo out of? Hit the like button, y'all. Let's get 36 concurrent viewers, 29 likes. Let's make it make sense. All right, here he goes right here. All right, looking like a specimen of a man. Right, he dresses like Camilo and shit. They're not done till the government say so. Nothing's over till we decide it is. The son-in-law of Ismael El Mayo Zambada, Juan Carlos F., known as Chavo Felix, was linked to criminal proceedings and will remain in Altiplano prison in Almoloya de Juarez, state of Mexico. The Attorney General's office reported that through the Specialized Prosecutor's Office for Organized Crime, it obtained the link to proceedings for his probable responsibility in crimes against health in the form of possession for the purpose of trading fediwap and carrying a firearm for the exclusive use of the Army, Navy, and Air Force. It indicated that elements of the Ministry of National Defense, Ministry of the Navy, National Guard, Ministry of Security and Citizen Protection, as well as the FGR, arrested Chavo Felix in the town. Damn, they sent everybody to get him. In the town of Quila, in Culiacan. Juan Carlos F. During his arrest, he was found to have a long gun, a long hammer loaded with 26 rounds, a short hammer loaded with 17 rounds, 2 plastic bags with 1,367 fediwap pills, and 39 electronic devices. All right. Later, during the initial hearing, the Federal Public Prosecutor's Office presented the evidence that was sufficient for the judge to grant the link to the trial. Official preventive detention in Cerefreso, 1 Altiplano, and 5 months for the complementary investigation. All right. So basically, they popped his ass. Crimes against health for the fediwap, and he had I guess he had military firearms. Just another one biting the dust. That's it. And he'll probably be out in 3 months. This is what we're hearing around here. So who knows? All right, we're dropping frames for the first time. I think this is the first time. Looks like the quality went to shit. Is it weird at this point? Yes, sir, skis. The same prison. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the great quality content. We're growing and expanding. Road to 100K and beyond for every channel. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, JP. That's what I'm talking about. No shots and no fight. Weird, is it? Or are they slowly but surely saying, come and get me? Come and get me. I need y'all to, figure this out. All right. Looks like we're back. Boom. So just another one bites the dust in this long-going hunt for these guys. And then we got this. This is the La Maíza Criminal Group release audio broadcast calling out.
Oye, ¿y el Rocha? ¿Y el Rocha? Bueno, ¿y el Rocha?
Ruben Rocha Moya, governor of Sinaloa, for supporting La Chapiza cartel and claim Jose Ángel Conobio Inunza was freed by the Sinaloa government. I don't know who that is, but isn't that snitching? Huh? Ain't that snitching? That's not snitching? That the Maízas are telling everybody about Rocha Moya's connections to the Chapiza? I think that's snitching. Oh, we lost all our viewers because the signal went low. Everybody's gone now. This it, we're done. I'm turning it off. It's hard out here for a pimp. All right. Ain't that snitching, though? That's what they said, right? It's all snitching. It's all bullshit, if you ask me. There's like 3 missing, and now they're all gone, Zoraida, because we got clapped. We didn't get clapped, but we dropped mad frames. I don't got another stream going. I only got 1 stream going, and I mean, I got us on other outlets, but I don't have 2 live streams going. If Tubo's playing games again. Yeah, I know, they knocked us down. We went from 35 to 15. We got 15 viewers. Salutes to the 15 that held on. 13 now. They used Wi-Fi Eliminator. He had no control of his radios, aka American Invalid. Who are you talking about? What are we talking about? But I don't know. From what I heard, that was snitching right there. So I guess we pick and choose who's a snitch and who's not. The top aide or secretary of El Comanche once again released an audio broadcast criticizing La Chapiza members and the Sinaloa government. El Comanche is a high-ranking member of the Mayo Zambada criminal organization, which is led by Ismael Zambada Sicarios, Maito Flaco, son of El Mayo. Sinaloa has seen a wave of violent events in recent days, and what has become clear for the Sinaloan people is the governor of Sinaloa, Ruben Rocha Moya, has to step down from his position. Although Ruben Rocha seems to have the support from the Mexican federal government, the people of Sinaloa believe otherwise. El Rocha and the community. All right, he's hiding. He's out the window. The following audio broadcast by the Secretary of El Comanche claims that Ruben Rocha Moya is supporting La Chapiza and freed Jose Ángel Canovio Inunza El Güerito. Okay, there you go, El Güerito. My bad. Principal Lieutenant of Ivan Archibaldo Guzman Salazar from a recent military operation. So, Rocha's letting motherfuckers go, boy. You get a free pass. I'll let you right out the joint. No worries, Papa. When you get caught around here, you didn't get caught. Right? Salutes. Damn, YouTube, you knocked us down like that. It was just a couple little frames dropped. Shit. It's hard out here, boy. Mahmoud said old news. Yeah, old news. Old news to people like us that follow it. Not common knowledge to the layman, and that's what I'm here for. So don't get bored on us. El Comanche and his brother McLean are leading operations against La Chapiza cartel in Culiacán, Sinaloa, with the blessing of Ismael Zambada Sicarios. Right, here's the audio. I'm going to lower this shit, and I'm going to read it. He said, hello there, Chapo Zetas, right? Calling them Zetas. Zetas was known as the worst of the worst, bottom of the barrel violence you could think of, if I'm not mistaken. Hello there, Chapo Zetas. Hello there, Chapo Zetas. You're no longer Chapo Zetas. Now, you guys are child unalivers, despicable pigs, swine, unalivers of innocence. All of that crying that you're doing with Maito Flaco, blaming us for unaliving innocent civilians. When you know damn well that is what you guys, when you know damn well that it was you guys who unalived those 2 kids recently. Sounds like propaganda. Comanche used to be Chapo. Filthy pigs. On top of this, Rocha Moya is covering for your mob. That's snitching, bro. That's snitching. It's clearly evident with everyone he let go. Case in point would be for El Moral and Jose Angel. They were detained and released afterwards. This conflict of ours will never end. We know what Rocha Moya is shielding your. We know that Rocha Moya is shielding your cartel. The following goes for that coward JL. Commander Comanche wants to battle you. Just say the word whenever you're ready for this. We can meet up for that confrontation in the same manner that we've done it out in the community of Elota. Those hammermen that we have out there will engage you. They're not much for small talk, but will come out to war against you. Unlike you guys who just run your mouths over the radios while asking that we come closer towards you. We're already aware that you guys are nothing more than filthy pigs. It took the unaliving of innocent civilians for us to come out looking for your gang of fucking pigs. You're better off giving support to your personnel out in Elota since we're slowly taking them out. Go out there and help your shooters. Go help your shooters out instead of challenging Comanche. We've already demonstrated for you, culeros, that we're not afraid. Stop doing that childish shit of hanging narco messages claiming we're responsible. All right? All of the citizens, the townspeople know that you scumbag vermin are all supported by the government of Rocha Moya. Soon enough, your charade will come to an end. Keep unaliving women and children. The communique goes out specifically, or this communique goes out specifically to all of the women out there. Pay close attention. Every female that's given the Chapozetas aid at the rug spots, gambling dens, acting as guides in patrol vehicles while the hammermen maintain a safe distance behind them, you seem to think that we're not aware of what's actually going on. But the thing is that we've got it all figured out already. Stop engaging in bullshit. You're better off doing something else with your lives. Otherwise, bad things will happen to you. The filthy pigs label thrown our way will be the only thing used in your defense. You're each responsible for the harm that comes your way for having helped out these scumbags. So I guess they're layering pedestrians between them, huh? Shit. Step away from these matters while you still can. This conflict is man versus man between Chapo operatives and Mayos. Only men can engage in this war. Come on out for that armed confrontation whenever you guys are ready. You scumbag unalivers of children should already know that we're on the outskirts of town, not within the city limits. Long live Maito Flaco. We hold no fear for you culeros. Shit. Alright, now I want to play the audio. I'm just going to play it.
Chapocetas. ¿Qué fue, chapocetas? Ya no son chapocetas, son los mataniños. Hasta inocentes, sabandijas, marranos, puercos. Tanta lloradera trae me diciendo la jefa Mayito Flaco y la culpa es que estamos matando inocentes, sabandijas. Sabiendo bien que ustedes son los que se aventaron el jale de los niños. Puercos, marranos. Y que todo le está tapando el Rochamoya, todo les está tapando.
That's snitching. All that Rochamoya talk, he's snitching, y'all. The Sapos eliminated some kids just because they had music and pick of their hats. Kids are being eliminated for lack of information. No kids should be eliminated for shit. Maybe the pizzas got juice with the tubo. Quite possible. CIA don't like to be mentioned. Y'all got kicked? Yeah, nah, man. It's when the frames drop to a certain point, it acts like there's no more stream and shit.
Como toda la gente que ha soltado, así como el morral.
Yeah, we don't need to listen to this in Spanish. Straight. Let's see. Boom, that's the end of that. They said it was these guys said it was the pizzas, but of course they're going to say that, you know? Of course they're going to say that. Who knows who did it? It's a shame. Should be. Some motherfuckers are not shamed. Shameless. They exist. All right, man. We're going to do this. Shout out Albert Flores. Shout out Shannon. Shout out Velez. Here we go. People with intellectual disabilities do lots of jobs, but they don't direct air traffic. No. The Federal Aviation Administration did not recruit people with intellectual disabilities to work as air traffic controllers. Despite what President Trump said at a press conference Thursday, they can be air traffic controllers. That's not how disability hiring works. says Chai Feldham, a disability lawyer and former commissioner of the U.S. Equal Employment. Oh, so if we're going off of what Trump says, he says a lot of shit. He just be saying shit. He don't be knowing all of the shit he's saying. Y'all give him too much credit. Y'all give all of them too much credit. But anyways, that's not how disability hiring works. Disability employment law, she says, requires that the person with the disability must be able to perform the essential functions of the job. And that's how it worked in the Biden administration, says Kelly Buckland, who was the disability policy advisor to former Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg. Any hiring of people with disabilities at the FAA, Buckland told NPR, will only be qualified people with disabilities, with the emphasis on qualified. Trump suggested diversity efforts at the FAA, including the hiring of people with disabilities, had compromised air safety. He said that the crash of a commercial jet, yeah, it was kind of crazy to me that the moment that he started talking about that helicopter and that plane, the moment that he started talking about it, it became a DEI issue. Oh, it's because they be hiring dumb people up there. I'm just saying that could have happened. I'm just saying. It's like, it's a circle jerk, man. Y'all fall for it. Miss me with the bullshit, man. It's bullet points. He don't give a fuck about nobody. They asked him if he was going to go to the crash site. He said, y'all want me to get wet? He don't give a fuck. He's just direct like me. People don't like that shit. But he's also full of shit too. So like, y'all arguing over some shit somebody said. I mean, I think I say that in the song at the beginning. It's just some shit somebody said. Including the hiring of people with disabilities. Trump suggested diversity efforts at the FAA, including the hiring of people with disabilities that compromised air safety. He said the crash of a commercial jet and military helicopter Wednesday night could have been caused by diversity in hiring, but noted that the investigation into the cause is still going on. When asked by a reporter how he could link the crash to a diverse workforce, the president replied, because I have common sense. Jesus Christ. To scapegoat people with disabilities for this tragedy just seems inconsistent with the fact. It's just a talking point, man. It's just him trying to stick it to his ops, bro. And y'all walk around hanging off of these words. It's a sad thing to see the state of America, boy. Never enough evidence for a fool. It's very sad that this stigma against people with disabilities continues to be used as a reason why qualified people can't be hired. Oh, you're right. See, look, the phone is over there. I think that's what it is. Got to be the phone. So sad that we can't believe what's coming out the mouth of the man who's supposed to be running this country. None of them. You couldn't believe that last sleepy motherfucker either. And you're not going to be able to believe this motherfucker. And he's going to give you a couple of the things that you do believe just so that you believe him. But this is all a circle jerk, man. This is all a circle jerk. When asked by a reporter, we saw that. There's a recent, we saw that. Last year, days after the problem with the door on the Alaskan Airlines jet, Fox News published a story about a long-time FAA policy to recruit people with disabilities for a wide range of jobs. The Fox report suggested people with intellectual disabilities and significant mental health illnesses were being recruited for key safety positions. The story circulated widely, including in social media posts by tech billionaire and Trump advisor Elon Musk. Elon got an answer for that hand gesture. People making a non-deal out of it. I've always been on his side. That's the first time I looked at him like, you did what everybody wanted you to do. You became, he got some explaining to do. Monos con los ojos tapados.
Mono con los ojos tapados.
His press con- yeah, that's what it is. That's what we live in.
Mono con los ojos tapados.
Trump quoted that Fox News article to say falsely that unqualified people with disabilities were being hired. In his press conference Wednesday night about Wednesday night's accident, Trump quoted that Fox News article to say falsely that unqualified people with disabilities were being hired in positions like air traffic controller. These claims were also echoed in an executive order Trump issued the day after he took office last week. That order That order told the Secretary of Transportation and the FAA administrator to rescind DEI efforts, and any accompanying fact sheet criticized the Biden administration for policies that prioritize diversity, equity, and inclusion over safety and efficiency. At his press conference, Trump criticized Buttigieg. He runs it right into the ground with his diversity. That's what I'm saying. Everybody is doing too much. Too much.
You never play me, nice try. Ballin' in a nice spot. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Hello, Mr. Nice Watch.
Jonathan Pantria sent $5. Bitch ass YouTube really fucking with us more than usual as of late. Had I not checked back, I would have missed another ending to the stream. El Pinche Tubo needs to get its shit together, and fuck them weak faceless hoe ass trolls. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, it is. It's dropping frames again. I don't know what it is, man. I gotta look into it. I'm gonna redo the system. Shout out Jonathan Pantoja for the $5 power chat. Also, I'll never, if the stream drops for you like that, always check back because I ain't going nowhere. Shout out Jonathan Pantoja for the $5 power chat. Bitch ass YouTube really fucking with us more than usual as of late. Had I not checked back, I would have missed another ending to the stream. El Pinche Tubo needs to get his shit together and fuck them weak ass, faceless, hoe ass trolls. Like and subscribe. All right, salutes, man. Put fucking El Tubo in the fucking back for me.
Put him in a fucking bench, man.
All right, salutes. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. See what we got here. Shy, move your phone. Static. Monos con los ojos tapados. Facts. That with the tariffs, I was watching, waiting for Jay to come, hear him talking about the tariffs, and then take it back. Fuck, so which one is it? I can't. He just talking. If we're using disabilities as measuring tool, Elon is a DEI hire. Literally has a disability. Facts. Elon's done for 2025. His stocks are going down. People knew who they were getting when they was getting the prez. He thinks he's the Fonz. Why are we dropping so many fucking frames right now? Like, I'm not doing nothing out the ordinary. Everything's gravy. I'm not running too many streams. Like, what's happening? What is happening?
Mono con los ojos tapados.
Abre la barra. Abre la barra, Shy. It only depends. It depends though, cause here's the thing, man. I open the bar, then if it, then it takes me however long, then the stream go longer. I should have done it at the beginning. I'm talking about them. Is that what's happening? Is that what it is? It make me feel special. Finally being fucking heard on this planet. You know what I mean?
Mono con los ojos tapados.
Just like when he said others were eating cats and dogs in Ohio, the media said nothing to see here despite eyewitnesses saying, in fact, they were. It ain't just him. See, that's the thing with you people that got picked aside. I think both your sides are bullshit. Yeah, this one tells the truth when it benefits them. This one tells the truth when it benefits them, but they're both lying. That's how I feel. Shannon, salutes. I'm just passionate. No offense, but. Yeah, so and guess what? Eyewitnesses sometimes don't mean much to me either. You know what I mean? The noises phone's over here. The phone is back over there. It's every time I put the phone over there. Right? I'm gonna have to hang the phone over here or something so that it don't come to this side. But I'm still dropping frames. Like, I don't understand what's happening. This kind of pisses me off because you work your ass off to try to get your channel going and shit's not working out. I got to make sure everything is right around here. Truth is coming out. Cat Williams started this shit. Again, everybody's going to be able to show me, oh, well, this one said this one. Well, this one said that's bullshit. Well, this one said that's bullshit. Well, this one said that's bullshit. And I'm not going to spin in circles chasing my ass all day. I'm not going to do it. I'll leave that to y'all. Salutes. I agree. They're both on bullshit. Both on bullshit. I'm gonna get you a lanyard for that phone. The phone over here on the right now. I can't keep it on the left side by the mic. All right. Salutes to everybody that made it back. But I'm still dropping frames. I don't know why. I don't know why. Everything needs a reset around here. Well, there it is. Some believe it to be true. Some believe it to be bullshit. I don't think that's what happened yesterday. So we're good on that. All right. All right. Let me let's do some body cam while we're here. Hunters up in the chat if we still hanging out. All right. If we go too long, well, you know, man, we dropping frames like a motherfucker. I don't know what's happening. Got no extra shit running over here. Change the subject, Shy. They listening. Kittens. Fuck out of here. Shy, the indigenous people from the Navajo Nation in Arizona are being fucked with and got a spokesperson for them on record as far as them raids. You got the a video of that? Put it in the Discord. I don't want to go back to that now. We'll do it on the next one. You need a phone stand. Put it on the wall. Keep it away from the computer. No, yeah, I got an easel and shit. I can just lean it right here. But it's just I have a bad habit of putting it on that side all the time. But I be noticing that buzz. I'll do a video because I don't wear headphones. I don't like to wear headphones while I do my show. But I'll do a video, and as I'm watching the playback, I'll see all this buzzing. I'll be like, what the fuck is that? And it's because the phone was sitting here the whole time. All right. Salute, Shannon. I'm just passionate. But yeah, I think it's all bullshit. Me, personally. I think, I feel like this, I'm blessed enough to come from a city with 2 championship baseball teams, right? And everybody argues, oh, this team, that team, take them uniforms off and switch them. Come on, same shit. That's what we're dealing with politics, man. It's all part of the same song. Yo, YouTube, you got to stop. We keep going back to 35 and getting knocked down to 10. Salute to the 10. All right? Let's get some body cam going before we get out of Dodge. I want something dope. But I ain't the only one, man. Stevie Knight's having problems with her tubo. I don't know if y'all know who Stevie Knight is. He's a big reaction video guy. Does a lot of Eminem videos. The other day he was like, "Yo, I'm getting demonetized on everything. Can anybody help me?" I saw a video how they have members who have migrated out their land and they're being profiled. I put in the Discord. Please do. We'll talk about it next time. All right, we're down to 8 concurrent viewers. We're gonna stick around for a little bit because fuck you, YouTube. And, I'm going to find some body cam to check, and we're going to do our thing. Woman finally gets what she deserves. Fuck it. Let's go there.
Dressed right now inappropriately. She has no underwear on. She's dressed.
Damn, dressed inappropriately with no drawers on. All right? Hunter's up in the chat for y'all. And, let's see. Wow. Les, appreciate you making me not feel like I'm going crazy. But Les said I seen that. Boom. Shout out Jose Amado. Boom. Damn, down to 3 people? Jesus Christ, what's happening here? Why am I dropping frames? My apologies, y'all. You seen the DJ Academics? Yeah, I just didn't want to talk about it because the whole world is talking about it. But it just confirms how I felt about the dude. I think the dude's a jerk off. I've always thought that dude was a jerk off. I've never not thought that dude was a jerk off. You know what I mean? His attitude and who he thinks he is, like, listen, bro, shut your bitch ass up. I ain't trying to hear that shit. All right? I am not trying to hear that shit. All right, let's get it. Salutes to Jose and Pete for coming back. If people don't want to see us win, they're trying to censor us and close up shop. They want me out of here, man. All right?
Right now, inappropriately. She has no underwear on. She's got a little skirt that comes up to here. When she bends over, everything. I can't have her in here with customers, and I can't have her around kids.
You want to trespass?
So I definitely got to do something because it's very provocative. She stands right across the street all day.
So you want to trespass over?
Yeah, I need her. Yeah.
Hello, miss. Hi, I'm Officer Ham, Key West Police Department. No, where are you going? Come here.
Just grab my cell phone.
Okay. All right, do you have an ID with you?
Yeah, what do I need it for?
What she say? She butt
right
naked.
now, inappropriately. She has no underwear on. She's got a little skirt.
No underwear on. Little
comes
skirt.
up to here. When she bends over, everything. I can't have her in here with customers, and I can't have her around kids.
You want to trespass?
So
She's at the Popeyes with her ass out. Can't be at the Popeyes with your ass out. You got to put your ass away at the Popeyes. You know what I'm saying? The least you could do at the Popeyes is put your ass away. That's not, everybody else's problem. I mean, welcome back, guys. We getting when things are going good around here, shit goes left. I don't know if it's my internet or it shouldn't happen today because I didn't do the vertical live on purpose to see if that was the problem, and evidently it's not the problem. Evidently it is not the problem. So maybe a modem needs to be reset, or a system needs to be fixed. We could wait it out, though. I see it going up and down.
I definitely got to do something because it's very provocative.
Very provocative. Well, not provocative, probably disgusting. Provocative is probably the wrong word, baby. It depends what shorty look like. Pop eyes. Facts. They out there with their eyes all on their ass. It's probably nothing going on there. You see, Velez, you didn't hear me? I just had a whole conversation. Was it you that said it the first time? Yeah. I just responded to that. I guess you got kicked out. Yeah, nah. All it confirmed to me was that the same jerk off he's always been. I don't fuck with that guy. Never fucked with that guy. Don't like him. Don't like his attitude. Don't like the way he handled this. His brash say, who the fuck do you think you are? Man, I don't like that guy. I don't like that guy. Hope you're staying warm in this bipolar weather. Come on, y'all got it made out there. What are you talking about? Y'all got it made. Y'all got it made out there. It was beautiful in Chicago yesterday. I'll say that. Today, too, was nice, too.
Right across the street all day.
So you want to trespass over?
Love that chick. I need that shirt. That's a dope-ass shirt, man. I rock that
Hello,
Popeye
miss.
shirt.
Hi, I'm Officer Ham, Key West Police Department. No, where are you going? Come here.
Gone.
Just grab my cell phone.
Okay. All right, do you have an ID with you?
Yeah, what do I need it for?
Okay, right now they want you to issue a trespass warning for this property.
How did I trespass?
This is private property. They don't want you to come back to this
How did I
property.
trespass? I didn't do nothing but buy food.
The establishment, they no longer want you to return here because your shorts or your skirt, the height of your skirt, apparently it's been revealing. Anytime you bend over, they have kids that come inside here and they don't want you inside.
I haven't did nothing disrespectful in the establishment.
Okay.
When I walked off and went back over there towards the doctor's office, that's a whole different situation. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Stephanie Allen followed me.
Can y'all hear me when I'm talking over this audio?
You ain't gonna tell me.
They have the right to refuse
You ain't gonna
service.
tell me that Stephanie Allen can follow me way back over there on 5th Street and harass me. And then I come back over here for food. I didn't do nothing disrespectful in this establishment. I came in there, paid for my food, sit down, ate my food, and walked outside. I didn't do nothing disrespectful in this.
All you got to do, baby, is bend over and let us see if you got drawers on. And if you don't got no drawers on, then they knew you didn't have no drawers on. And that means they could see you run around with no drawers on. Can't do anything under 75. Salutes. Freezing, 50-degree weather in NorCal. Salutes. Loud and clear. You can hear me over the video. Good, because sometimes I watch the playback and you can't hear me over the video. So when the video's playing, you can't hear me.
So she's a habitual liar.
And I
her
can't
and
edit
her
none
drug
of that stuff. It goes bad.
And I'm telling you to your face.
Who she saying is a habitual liar? Like, do you know the lady in there? Like, what's happening here?
The doctor's office?
Come inside here and they don't want you
I
inside.
haven't did nothing disrespectful in the establishment.
Okay.
When I walked off and went back over there towards the doctor's office, that's a whole different situation. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Stephanie Allen followed me over there.
I don't know who Stephanie Allen is.
You ain't gonna tell me.
They have the right to refuse
You ain't gonna
service.
tell.
Who the fuck is Stephanie Allen?
When I walked off and went back over there towards the doctor's office, That's a whole different situation. You know what I'm saying? Stephanie Allen followed me over there.
I don't know who Stephanie Allen is.
You ain't gonna tell me.
They have the right to refuse.
You ain't gonna tell me that Stephanie Allen can follow me way back over there on 5th Street.
Okay.
And harass me. And then I come back over here for food.
I asked if y'all could hear. I asked if y'all could hear over the thing, and y'all said yeah. Oh, we're dropping fucking frames again. You know, cause I opened the bar and I beat y'all again. All right, so that's a W for me, right? Except we taking L's on this fucking stream though. It's kind of aggravating me.
Nothing disrespectful in this establishment. I came in
Bar's
there,
officially
paid for
closed.
my food, sit down, ate my food, and walked outside. I didn't do nothing disrespectful in this place in front of their kids. So she's a habitual liar. Her and her drug cartel. And I'm telling you.
Damn, the whole cartel is over there? No mommy's way.
No mommy's way.
That's crazy.
To your face. I didn't do nothing disrespectful in this place.
Well, like I said, this is a private establishment.
No,
if
you
they
said
don't want
they,
you here,
who?
Popeyes.
I'm starting to get frustrated with this shit. I'm watching the stream die on everybody. It makes me want to shut this stream down and come back. I don't know. But it's frustrating. No, I opened it for 5 minutes. There's video proof. There's audio proof. 5 whole minutes. Now, I don't know if you got clapped within those 5 minutes. I don't know what happened. You know, I asked shortly after. I asked about 4.5 minutes in, or 4 minutes into it if y'all could hear me. Everybody said, yeah. I said, okay. I did 5 minutes. Yo, took an L. That literally just happened to me. I walked into Walgreens, and there was this thin guy bent over looking at candy with his ass sticking out. His pants were almost down the bottom of his hips. Yo. They're everywhere. She's telling them a story that they don't even know about right now. I'm waiting to see if some more people come back, because I'm sorry to y'all, but I don't know what to do right now. It ain't my fault. We've been doing 2 years of streaming just fucking fine. Trying to pull a quick one shot. Now, you can see the receipts. All you got to do is rewind. Go ahead. Hit that rewind. It was right around the beginning of this video. Go ahead. Hit that rewind. All right. Receipts. They're there. I did everything, under surveillance. Maybe I'll open it again before we're done. I don't know.
No, who?
What do you mean who?
You're going to have to give me some names because I'm suing them. Who?
Okay.
You're going to have to give me some names.
I told you Popeyes.
Okay, you're going to have to go give me the name of the people who called you right now and told you to kick me off the property for trespassing.
You're not running this, okay?
No, I'm filing a lawsuit.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm going to file a lawsuit because I didn't do nothing.
Do you have an ID with you?
Because I didn't do nothing disrespectful.
Do you have an ID with you?
I didn't do nothing disrespectful. I didn't do nothing. You can check the cameras.
Do you have an ID with
You can check the video
ask you
cameras.
one more time.
Everyone didn't say yeah, Thanos. What does that mean? Jonathan, you the real one. You know, I thought we was cool like that, but you be trying to scam me though. That's a whole different scenario right there. All right. You talk about everyone didn't say yeah. You hear me? Can you hear me right now? Can you hear me right now?
It's a trespassing.
JP, can you hear me right now?
You are on private
Can you hear me right now?
Ain't no private property.
Y'all heard me. You heard me. But you over here, and then you gonna put this your channel, your rules. Listen here, buddy boy. You heard me. Don't front.
Customer. I went in and paid for my food.
That's fine, but they don't want you to come back.
Who?
Popeyes.
No, who? Names. You got to give me a name because I'm suing.
Okay, well, what is your name?
Because I'm suing.
What is your name?
Because I'm suing. I know my constitutional rights.
What's
I
you?
didn't do anything disrespectful in this establishment.
Listen.
Okay, in front of a key.
Officer Roscoe, did she say that you wanted to trespass?
Yes. I did. Who?
Okay.
Who?
The establishment.
As I disappear again, I'm disappearing right now. All right, I'm gonna stop the stream, y'all, and I'm gonna come right back. All right, I'm gonna shut everything down, and I'll come right back. Y'all down for that? This frustrates me. I see it happening. I see it happening. I don't know why it's happening. You gonna screen record when the video started? Go ahead, it's in there, bruh. I said it out loud. I showed the camera the fucking thing. Stay or come back? I think I gotta come back because I don't think this is gonna stop. So I think I'm gonna shut it down and come right back. Just keep it going like this? All right. Yeah, I'm gonna play this. Let me go take a look at something real quick.
Establish management.
It also did rain in the last couple of days, so I don't know.
Of the establishment.
Okay, what's her name?
I don't have to give you.
Yes, you do, because
okay.
Jonathan said the bar thing isn't an issue. It is an issue. It's an issue. Because I thought I was playing fair. I said, bars open. Went on about my business. I asked everybody could hear me. I put the thing to the screen. We got to come up with better rules around here. I don't know.
Suing. Yes, you do.
Can I?
I'm suing. Because I'm suing. Because I did not commit a crime.
Ma'am, can I talk?
I did not commit a crime.
Can I talk to you?
No, you're going to have to give me her name so I
don't
can
have to
file a
give you her
lawsuit.
name. Then you're gonna.
So I can file a lawsuit.
Then you're gonna have to contact Popeyes and
No,
request
you're
that
gonna
information.
Have to give me her
no,
name.
no.
Okay, well I'll call my own set of police.
Listen.
I will walk off the establishment and call my own. Let me get my. I need to get my charger.
You are not going back
well,
inside.
Give me my charger.
We will do that after you ID yourself. Right
give
now,
me my
now we need your identification. If you refuse to provide your identification, you will be going for resisting. Do you understand that? Right now, you're refusing.
But I'm calling my own. I don't have a problem showing you my ID, but I will call my own set of police. You got me fucked up.
Where is your phone charger?
You got right there in the plug.
And the plug? What color is it?
My phone's about to go dead.
What color is your charger?
That's why she did that shit.
What color is your charger?
And I'm suing you. And I'm suing you.
What color is
my
your
lawyer will be up here. My lawyer will be up here because I didn't do shit disrespectful.
Ma'am, what color is your charger so I can go inside and get it for you?
It's in a plastic white bag.
It's in a plastic white bag?
I didn't do nothing disrespectful. My lawyer will be up here.
Copy. Did you
okay.
call 911?
I didn't do nothing disrespectful.
Hold the fucking phone here. Wait a minute. Wait a motherfucking minute here. Right? This bar shit done got out of control. God damn it. All right. Everybody said, nah, just keep going. But it looks like it's still dropping frames, bro. But I don't know. Yours said keep going. I'm disappearing over and over again, right? I think I gotta stop it. And the audio being louder than your static sounding microphone tonight is my dude. I can live without you drinking whenever you come back. Thanos. But see, Zoraida, I don't know. She jumped in there and sent the beer. The bar's been closed. She broke the rules, right? I'm gonna. She knows she broke the motherfucking rules, right? Her and Jonathan over here, and Velez on some shit right now, all right? So I'm gonna honor it, but let's not make this a habit, all right? We have to have some kind of structure to this game, all right? There's many of you and one of me. Salute to y'all. Salute to Zoraida. Thank you. Yes, it keeps coming out. 298 says it's good for him, but I'm looking at it here, and it's 10% of my frames are dropping. I wonder if there's anything I can do here now. Nothing, no. Maybe I could change the quality of the stream. I don't know. I don't think I can. Shout out Velez. Just wait a minute. So you guys are just. What is that for? When you started the video, I said bar is open. I did. I said that. And then I even showed when the bar was closed. Now my question is y'all getting a delay or what's happening here? But she said I was listening, waiting for her. No, I said it. Salute Velez, just supporting the chat. I appreciate you. But hold on, El Avengers can't be taking L's because El Tubo playing with the content. Because that's my question. I know that when I watch the video, it's gonna be seamless and it's gonna be like it's gonna show everything. Velez said he's gonna screenshot the video, right? I said it. I gave it its 5 minutes and I cut it off. All of y'all came back 20 minutes later talking about it's going down right now. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. Nah, cause come on, there's rules to the game. That's when I send my money. It's not my fault the video's fucked up. Salud. Holy shit, man. All right, here we go. Let's put this back up. Let me see what's going on with this fucking stream right here. This is frustrating me. Boom. Stream bit rate is lower than recommended. Well, why is it that low? Huh? You drinking, that's what's happening. That's definitely what's happening. I'm about to get up and go get it right now, too. All right, man.
Okay.
Copy, thank you.
Listen, you're not to call 911.
No.
You have law enforcement here.
It ain't happening.
If you continue to call,
you can't tell me nothing.
If you continue to call,
you can't tell me nothing.
You continue to call.
You can't tell me nothing.
911.
You can't
It
tell
is for
me
an
nothing.
emergency purposes
You can't
only.
tell me nothing.
Emergency
You
purposes
can't tell
only.
me nothing. And I don't give a fuck about going to jail.
You're going to go.
I don't give a fuck about going to jail.
Okay.
Is she calling 911 again?
Hell
What's she
yeah.
screaming about?
Oh, that was your answer.
Because I didn't do nothing disrespectful, sir.
I even said
I'm
that was
sorry,
cool.
I'm offended. I didn't do nothing disrespectful. All I did was come in here and eat my food and left. I wasn't even in here 5 minutes. I ate my food and walked out.
You good with her?
She's a fucking lie. And when they subpoena,
If you look at her skirt, she has no panties on, and she bends over, and I got kids in here that left with their parents. I can't have her in here like that. If she chooses to dress differently, she can come in here. But with that attitude right there, I can't have her back in the store.
I understand that. So you do want her trespassed?
I want her off of this property, yes.
So
I
you
can't.
want to trespass, basically saying she can't come back. You just want her to leave for the evening.
Shout out Snicker Season. You could be live 24/7 with all the news recently. No shit, bro. With all this shit happening in America, I could be here all fucking day. I sent a screenshot, check the DMs of what I see. Yeah, it show you, it looked like the stream was over. Yeah, I saw that.
Until she dresses appropriately to come out of the
she's
store.
been in here for 3 days now dressed the same.
Acting like what? Salute Pure Art, got a fresh haircut. It's Friday on the West Coast, the night is young.
Did you find your ID yet? Like I told you, if you continue to call 911,
I'm calling my own set of police.
We are the
Because I
police.
didn't do nothing disrespectful.
She said she calling her own set of police. She got her own set of police. Look at Jonathan, boy. Jonathan trigger words and shit. 24-hour live, that's all you heard, bro? It was a joke, bro.
Coming over here racial profiling
This is no
me.
racial
You ain't
profiling.
coming over here racial profiling me because of her.
if you call
You
911,
ain't coming over here racial
If you
profiling me.
It said woman finally gets what she deserves. I thought it was a lot worse than her just walking around with her ass out in Popeyes.
You ain't coming over here racial profiling
let me
me.
go through this.
You ain't coming over here racial profiling me. I didn't disrespect nobody in here.
Okay, so you want her trespassed to not
I
come
want her
back?
trespassed,
Okay.
yes.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, and if I have another problem with her and she comes back in here, I'm ready.
Once
I
we
have no cameras in the stores. I just want you to let you know.
once we trespass her, if she comes back, she's going to be arrested for trespassing. Like if she comes back to the store, if we give
she's
her the,
crazy.
but if she comes back, she'll be arrested for trespassing. That's you
Cut
can
out
see we're
again.
trying to explain that to her right now, and it's
not.
I'm gonna stop the stream, y'all. I'll be back. All right, I'm gonna stop the stream. Make sure you check in. I'm gonna stop the stream and I'll be right back.